Happy New Year to you, Carolyn. Happy New Year, folks who call on my command. This is Fox News Live. Community responding to transport.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of shops of signs that will speak in some very affected victims of this fire and explosive. Now, as you mentioned, so say it is cause of this fire wasn't an attack on witnesses. The communities in the heart of this was out just 1 mile after 10 helicopters deployed in Russia after police say a fire broke out at the Conservation Bar in Cross, Montana. It happened around 1:30 a.m. local time, and according to BFM TV, French witnesses say a bomb and security waitress on shoulders holding Chef on talk for handle on top, and they claim claims creation. People in Frank, they stay up in their upstairs now. Up backtracked for Swiss police outlets at Belmont and see 7 dozen dead around many serious France has confirmed that 2 French nationals, other ministers around waiting. Regional hospital down at full capacity. The country has declared a state of emergency.
I cannot help but be shaken.
Good morning, everybody. Brenda, Happy New Year to you too. Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer, Happy New Year to you. Well, how's everybody doing this 1st of January, 2026? We got about 3 or 4 inches of snow last night, and I think we're supposed to get some more today. I hope, keep my fingers crossed, I hope not. Hey, Jody, how's it going? Brenda, what's your plans today? You having is your daughter coming back over or anything or no? Here comes Justin. How did your party go last night, Justin?
Went good.
Did you get home later?
Yeah, about 12:30.
How many people were at the party?
Uh,
Oh, it was only 5 of you. I thought maybe it was a room full of people.
no, I said maybe 25. No, it's 25 people.
25, okay.
Yeah.
So you had a good time.
Yeah. What's up, Jody, Brenda?
What did the kids do while you were gone?
Nothing. They just hung out at the house.
That's good that you got a chance for you and the little lady to get out.
Yeah, the kids aren't a problem because Kelsey's technically old enough to babysit. Technically, Aubrey's the only one that can't stay home by herself. She's not old enough.
Well, that's good. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, that was good.
Boone and I just kind of hung out here and we watched Blue Bloods and then we watched some of the TV and dozed off in between. It's only like 10 degrees here right now. It was 8 degrees when I went out and flew a ship this morning.
Yeah, I got pretty chilly last night. It was down in the high 30s, mid 30s. Actually, it got down to 30 last night.
Wow, that's cold for Florida.
That was real cold because I could feel it through I had the window open last night. And, yeah, you could feel it coming in.
Well, what did the pets think when you put them out in that cold?
Bo actually doesn't mind. Tyson don't like being out there too long. He gets cold really easily, being real small. So
Oh yeah,
he'll usually come back in the house and run up in the blankets under the blankets with him.
Boone goes in and out too. He's out. He acts like he's always happy to go out, but then he's even happier to get in. Yeah, it's kind of hazy, cloudy out there today. As you can see, it's not too bright.
Not really cloudy here. It's just chilly. It's sunny out though. It would have been cloudy today. It'd have been real cold tonight.
You can see the
Also,
roads, a lot of ice and snow on the road.
I don't see any clouds in the sky right now. It's pretty sunny out.
You never get any snow down there, do you, Justin?
No.
Hey, Laura, Happy New Year to you too.
What's up, Laura?
I heard you were over earlier yesterday playing with Laura on live.
Yeah, I had to leave though. Around 5:20 because I had to go to get ready to leave.
Yeah, David was over on my channel a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, I left about 15 minutes after we went over to your show.
Now he's coming.
A lot of cops out last night. I know that.
Were there?
Oh yeah. I didn't drink last night. Sarah did, so she got a little drunk.
No. Stay. Go over lay down. Go lay down. Come on. Come on. Sit. Stay. Stay.
What's up, Mark? What's up, David?
Hey, Justin. Paul.
Hey, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Did you and Kate celebrate New Year's Eve?
Nah.
I know when you get to be a certain age like me, and you're younger than I am, you get to be a certain age like me, it's just another day.
I don't know. Kate was visiting a friend about 30 or 40 miles away. She got back just, I don't know, about 12:30, something like that. So, but she went to her own flat. She didn't come here.
Well, you were probably sawing logs by then, weren't you?
Hey? No.
You were sleeping by then?
No, it was 2:30 when I went to bed.
Oh, okay. See, I get over there in my recliner and I'll doze off and wake up doze off and wake up.
No, I went into the kitchen to make a cup of coffee. And
Yeah.
when I came back, your picture was on screen. David had gone, and you'd disappeared. Apparently, you'd thought you'd shut yourself down, but you hadn't.
Yeah, I know. I didn't shut it down until after I went to go shut the computer down, and it said, "Oh, you're still live."
Yeah. And I was still there.
Yeah, it gets. I get confused very easily. It's not good. It's not good when that happens, but it happens.
And I went over on Laura's for a bit with Joe and TJ, Dominic.
They did
Then when she finished, I just after midnight, I went watched Johnny for a bit.
Justin got home about what, 12:15, 12:20,
that's around 12:30.
12:30?
About a 25-minute drive to where we went to. So
Yeah, so that's about 5:30 in the morning here.
wasn't a lot of fireworks last night. I guess a lot of people complied with the fireworks ban, but there were still quite a few people shooting them off, but not nearly as much as
Well,
normal.
No,
Well,
I heard a couple of bangs up here, but nothing like it used to be.
plenty of fireworks here.
Well, our county put a temporary ban on them because for burning or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a burn ban on them.
Did you hear about that explosion and fire in Switzerland?
No,
No.
It's they don't know how many people are dead, but lots of people are injured. It's an explosion and fire that happened in a major downtown business, and it's something.
Was it Switzerland that had that whole fucking water park burned down?
Yeah,
I think it was a few years back. They were doing that grand reopening for that
Yeah.
water park. The fucking something, the welder was welding something and fucking caught one of the slides on fire. Fucking burnt the whole place to the ground.
I don't remember that. I don't even know whether there's any water parks in Switzerland. There's a lot of
Some
mountains.
modern, there was some new modern indoor water park.
Uh,
It was going to be all indoors so it could be used year round.
yeah, we got one of them in Blackpool.
I think it was Switzerland. I could be wrong. I can't remember which country it was over there. Let me see.
it says dozens killed, 100 people injured at the fire at a Swiss ski resort bar.
Does it say which resort?
Who was that trying to come in?
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, it was Sweden.
Sweden or Switzerland?
Say it was Sweden that had
Oh,
that.
Sweden. Okay, the Swiss
Yeah, it
Alps.
was the Oceana Water Park.
Oceana was where they had the fire before.
Happy
But-
New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, Johnny.
What's that?
Happy New Year to you too, Johnny.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How y'all doing this morning?
Freezing.
Day in paradise, you know.
5 degrees feels like -3.
Mark, how's 2026? You've been in it for like a day now.
Well, it's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I know I didn't get up till 12.
Shit, Dominic's on his second day already.
Yeah, I know Dominic. Yeah, he could give
Yeah.
us a lottery. He could give us a lottery numbers now. Shit.
AZ, how you doing, AZ?
Oh, Trevor came on Laura's last night as well.
Justin, you got your honey drunk last night?
Yeah, and then I got sexually harassed all the way home.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but you know.
Well, it's a good thing you're driving a stick shift.
Well, actually, he wasn't driving. Oh man, talked to Captain Joe this morning. I know he's up.
He's up and around.
Oh yeah, he's up.
I figured maybe you guys would be going flying today.
I don't know. You know, we might try to go after lunch. It's gonna be 70 degrees today. So,
Oh, here comes Captain Joe now.
oh man, did he hear what we said about him?
Yeah, he's listening.
I hope he wasn't listening a few minutes ago.
We're talking about me, Johnny.
Good
Morning, Joe.
It
morning,
wasn't.
Joe.
Happy New Year.
It was all
Happy New
good.
Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I heard it.
Johnny says you're buying him lunch today.
I heard that Sarah was. I heard that Sarah was. I heard that Sarah was shifting. What you call it? Justin's gears last night.
Yeah.
I did. I got
Yeah, she only
sexually
got to
harassed all
second
the way home.
base.
She took him for a ride.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, right. Okay. Let's go with that.
AZ.
That'll work. Hey, everybody in the chat. Happy New Year.
Did you do anything special last night, Joe, or no?
Cooked my corned beef and cabbage and had 2 fingers of peanut butter whiskey. Went to bed, woke up with chest pains. So
Oh wow.
yeah, but I think that was the chest pains. I think were from the corned beef sandwich I ate at midnight.
I'm stirring the black eyed peas.
There you go. Black eyed peas. I like black eyed peas. Where's that from? What movie?
I don't know.
Come on, think about it.
Well, is that a movie, Black Eyed Peas, or wasn't there a group?
There was a music band,
Oh,
Black
music.
Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah, but
group.
there was a line in there where the guy said, "Black eyed peas. I like black eyed peas."
Where Fergie came out of. She came out
That's
of
where
Black Eyed Peas.
Fergie was in the Black Eyed Peas.
I ain't never heard that movie. What movie is that from, Joe?
Radio.
Radio what?
Radio. That's the name of it.
Talking
It's the
about
guy they
Radio,
called
but-
Radio.
Oh,
The
really?
guy-
I don't remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's in South Carolina, I think. It's Aiken, South Carolina, and it's a true story. And the guy was a little disabled, and he always walked around listening to a radio. And he wanted to become part of the team. And
Yeah, the
coach let
movie
him-
was good. I don't remember
Yeah.
that line though.
Yeah, that's when he was telling the food lunch for the thing, and you're
Ed,
saying
Ed
what they
Harris.
had.
Ed Harris. Yeah.
Yeah, and when they got to the food, it was Cuba Gooding. He said,
Good,
He
AZ.
yeah, they were giving him the things he was saying. We got chicken, we got this, we got black eyed peas. Black eyed peas, I like black eyed peas. I love that part. Yeah, he actually, when they did the movie, they went back and showed the school of him actually running out, the real guy.
Yeah.
And he was an old guy by then.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
hopefully, you can stop.
Yeah, I see Ohio State got beat last night, man.
Well, I'm telling you, those
Man, I never
Ogeron
thought-
boys, those
Huh?
Ogeron boys are doing it right, huh?
I'll tell you what,
Well,
One of-
didn't the quarterback for them like throw 4 interceptions or something?
Something
that
like
was
that.
that's Carson Beck at Miami. He was at Georgia.
Oh yeah. Boy, every time he turned around, he was throwing an interception.
You know what I hate about 3D printing? Supports.
Cleaning it afterwards.
No, the supports. It's got supports in here. You got to take that whole thing out, and it's stuck to it. Don't want to come up.
So last night, 3 or 4 of Sarah's friends were over there.
Hey, where's TJ at?
I have no idea.
I gotta
TJ's
get it
off.
right. I gotta make sure I got his right address. Look, I already got it packed up, Joe. I know he's ready for his beanie.
If you need his address, just go back to his unboxing videos. He literally shows it in damn near every one of them.
Well, I got it, but I just want to make sure it's right. I mean, I don't know.
But yeah, there was 3. Sarah's 4 friends were there, and they were all twerking and shit. I said, "Oh, you guys are gonna hate that in the morning. So you guys are using muscles you ain't used since you were 16.
Yeah.
So you're about to fuck up and
dancing
find
and
out in
having
the
a
morning."
good time, huh?
You got any videos of the friends?
Yeah, that friend's single, Justin.
No, one of them is, but no.
Well, you notice what I didn't say Sarah. I was respectful. I want to see the friends.
But no, they were all doing like dancing and going to town and going low to the ground. I said, "Oh, y'all can be feeling that shit in the morning."
If they sing them, send them to me. If they marry, send them to Joe.
Yeah, no, that's just, I don't want. I don't want. I don't want
Joe
singles.
deals with the married ones, huh?
I don't want any of them. They're all trouble.
Joe looks like a surgeon over there. He's gonna cut his freaking hand.
I'm trying not to, believe me. There you go. Feel like a dentist trying to get a tooth up. Oh,
What you print now? I know you printing something else already.
no, nothing's printing. I want to put this damn thing together. I got 3,000 parts.
Better print you an Oreo cookie.
AZ put a link in the chat for 8,000 drone shows that they had in China.
Well, that's where DJI drones are.
Yeah.
All doing drone shows.
Actually, I think they used Parananafi for a lot of the drone shows.
Yeah.
I was Justin. I was sarcastic. I tell you what, you're gonna make me come over there.
Yeah, Justin's like Sheldon. He's not learnt sarcasm yet.
And you're gonna keep coming like that, and I'm gonna have to come. I have to come over there. I'm telling you.
Bring it, old man.
So Joe, are we on the TFR?
Tell me, look.
Huh?
You see, I had to clean it out to make it look like that.
I said,
I was
Joe,
trying to figure out why it didn't fit, and then I realized it was freaking what you call it.
I said, are we under TFR, Joe?
I'll let you know.
I know it wasn't here last night because I flew.
Yeah, the TFR was actually just in New Orleans. I sent you a
Yeah,
picture.
but that was over the French Quarter, but it's probably wider today.
Yeah, maybe not. Airware.
Yeah, because
I'm not.
Johnny was saying that you guys were going to go to lunch and you were buying lunch today.
Well, you must be
What's
coming over
going
to my
on
house.
at the TF?
Yeah, we got
Huh?
lunch. We got lunch. We don't have to buy it. We got black eyed peas and ham and gonna have fried cabbage.
I got black eyed peas, cabbage, and what you call it? Corned beef. No, it doesn't show any TFR at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you have a TFR?
That ain't right.
Sugar Bowl tonight.
Sugar Bowl.
Well, I'm looking at Airware.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be within like a mile of the stadium, though, right?
Shit, it was 35 miles last time they had the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Super Bowl was different though.
I don't know. I guarantee you it's gonna be pretty far out.
I'll keep an eye on it. Now it might work.
That's a little ridiculous, though. 35 miles.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I can understand maybe 5 miles, maybe 10 at best.
Especially
the most,
for a closed stadium, you know, like a.
Wasn't it because it was there?
But a TFR is not just for drones. I mean, it's for planes. So it's, you know, we think of it as drones, but it's for everything.
Yep.
So. Yeah, last night was just in the French Quarter.
Look, Johnny. You think I'm gonna have some screws left?
Oh yeah, you don't need all them screws.
Wasn't it 35 miles because the president was there?
You wasn't
Yeah,
here.
it was a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like 30, 35 miles whenever he's around.
Yeah, but I don't think he came to the Super Bowl here.
No.
Flying that airspace. Liable to get an F-16 or something behind you.
The other day I heard it sound like a 22 go by. All you hear is you know. Usually you can look outside and see a second one. There was only one.
Like, normally by the time you hear a jet, it's already fucking on.
Yep.
The president's in South Florida at the moment, and he's somewhere near TJ.
Yeah,
He's
they on
probably
the
down in
TFR because I know
Mar-a-Lago.
Al and them, Al Socherone and
That's where his big
Ray.
property is. Down in Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago.
That's the spring on the valve.
Oh yeah. So that come with a kit?
Yeah, all this you got to print all the stuff, all the springs and all the other stuff comes with the kit.
See,
Like I said,
yeah.
I got 150,000 parts here.
I got the little wind up piano with mine.
You know which one I
Right.
wish I would have got? That little boat motor for the Benchy. That way when I put shit together.
I think Matt. No, but it's see that came with the A1. See, I didn't get anything with my P1.
Yeah, this came with my P1.
At least I don't remember getting anything with the P1.
Might have gave it away.
No, I still have the one. The piano came with the A1, the little piano mechanism. Make a little, you know how you wind up the piano like a little jewelry box.
Yeah, that's one of them. Now I got two more. I mean, it got 100 screws here, I guarantee you. And then it comes with a bunch of magnets, and it's the screws in there with the magnets, and you got to get the magnets out of the screws, and all the screws are hooked into the magnet, so you can't even see the magnet. So it's like, oh Lord help me. Almost made me quit right off the bat.
So
I
what
can
is
see
that
Paul
like?
Murray doing this one.
Was that the GMC motor? As soon as you put it together, it just blows back apart?
As soon as you said that, the screw I was getting ready to screw in fell off. You know what I dropped last night? I dropped the eyeglass screw. I had to lay down on my stomach on the floor with a flashlight and look to see if I could find anything that was at a different size of the floor.
Come on.
That's how small that bitch is.
$15 for Waffle House.
Who's getting Waffle House for $15?
I don't know. Some guy on TikTok. I said, well, to myself, if you pay $15 at Waffle House, you need to bring me family.
That's that 6.2 liter V8 GMC makes.
When it
It'll
falls
blow
apart.
the minute Joe starts it up.
That somebody's gonna throw a rod as soon as he starts it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, this valve ain't too easy to. I'm at to work it a while just to make it work.
That was the truck that Chris Hope had that blew 3 motors in like 6 months.
Really?
Yeah, that was a truck they had to stop all production on. The motor was that fucking bad on it. And they've done a massive recall on them. It's pretty bad when a motor design's so bad that you have to stop production on it. Because you can't. I mean, people were literally like, what was it, the second motor Chris got put in that truck? He made it like 10 miles down the road and the bitch blew again.
Yep.
That's bad.
No, that's. I would have got. I'd have got
That's real
shot
bad.
it. I'd put it out his mirror. Just shot it.
Well, he got to the point where they bought the truck back from him to send it back to their engineers to figure out what was going on. And I
What
don't know
was
if
wrong
he
with
ever
it? You got a
another
bad
one.
motor.
Oh my!
And then that's done. What else?
Oh, they just figured out that the motors were absolute garbage.
The steps they got in this
Took
stuff.
them a couple of years to figure
It
that
was
out.
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
Do what?
It was a Chevrolet.
What?
His truck.
Oh, was it? I thought he had a GMC.
No, I think he ended up with a GMC, didn't he?
I can't remember. Is one of the ways.
Yeah, I think it was I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it was because, yeah, finally, I know I forgot what happened. He ended up getting, I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could have swore it was a Chevrolet, but same thing. GMC Chevrolet, same shit.
Yep.
Probably the same fucking motor too.
It might fall apart there, Justin, because it doesn't glue together. It all snaps together in different kind of ways.
I'm
So
telling
when I
you,
start it up, it might fall apart.
that was a co-op print between Chevy and Ford.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's done.
It's a Kia.
Now let's find out the next step.
what do you get when a Ford and Chevy
Now I'm in
have
a
sex
heat
with
sink,
shitty
still in the heat sink
Where are you looking at the directions at?
on YouTube.
Oh, you don't need that piece.
Yeah, we know they're the same company, Dre, but I thought he had a GMC truck, and Johnny thought he had a Chevy.
Cylinder.
I just
Heat
remember he
sink.
was not very happy with that third motor one. Yeah, we know they're the same.
Oh, Dre's in here. Hey, Dre.
Dre, what's up?
Happy New Year. Dave,
Hey, what?
I'm not looking at the chat. Well, I didn't have it up. That's why.
8,000 screws.
You might as well build that FPV drone. You're putting all that shit together.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna be honest. All the car companies seem to be absolute garbage these last few years.
It must be
Pricing and
Dre.
everything.
Recovery 1 drone is in the house. Dre got up early.
Happy New Year, Dre.
Well, Matt
New
did
Year,
say
Dre.
he got that name because he's always recovering his drones or something like
Yeah.
that.
You know the worst part, Johnny? My wrist hurts. It's my bad wrist. I might have to go get it x-rayed, find out what's going on with it.
I don't know if your sound's on, Dre.
Dre is muted.
He didn't
Well, he's
want us
not
to hear.
muted on Zoom. He's muted through his stuff, I think.
Hey, Alexa, thermostat 73.
The heat
Hey,
sink
Alexa,
is
turn the temperature to 80.
By the way, I've got a brand new voice with Alexa Plus. Want
How's
to hear
that,
it?
Justin?
I
That
don't
better?
want to hear
There
your
you
new
go.
voice.
Alexa, can
You're
I
good
hear
now.
your new voice?
Hey, Johnny, I told you the other day that the one on my desk started asking me questions and the other one started answering.
Oh, wow. Alexa, stop.
But if the one in the back would have started, I'd have left.
Conversation above your level.
No, one of them said, "Would you like to hear my new voice? My new
It
it says
was
Alexa voice."
it's probably something like, is that our owner? What a crappy little guy.
No, it's gonna be creepy Joe's when you wake up in the middle of the night and you hear him out there talking. Shh, you're
Mhm.
gonna wake him. Did you get his bank account details?
No,
Yeah, we're
you know what's
draining it out.
creepy? You want to know what's creepy? When you sound asleep in the back and you hear Art's voice,
Oh wow.
and you come up front, and somehow the stream started with Art on, and he's talking.
Mhm.
No, that was just a little short dream.
Was he telling his jokes?
That was a nightmare.
That was Johnny's channel last night. He had that on, didn't you?
Yeah, Art was on for him. He kept on for a minute. Yeah, Johnny was very fair there. He was the last one in, first one out.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be creepy the day you hear your AIs out there whispering to each other in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
You know what's gonna happen?
Plotting.
Bullets gonna be flying. Something getting shot.
Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be floating around up in the cloud, fucking all your shit up. Emptying your bank account, posting random shit to your social media.
Joe's Alexa was asking him then if it wanted to do that Alexa Plus, which is the one that Paul updated to that keeps on answering his questions with exactly the same answers every day.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
Well, because they wanted to go for a more natural voice too. What they were trying to go for.
Speaking of Paul, where'd he sneak off to?
Probably out shoveling snow.
Either shoveling snow, feeding squirrels, or trying to see where Boone went to.
But
Oh,
I see
he
Boone on the
took-
floor. Boone was on the floor, right below the
Or
TV.
he took Ducalax. Another.
Boone's watching. You know what he's doing. He's looking for that front door to be open.
Mm-hmm. That means he's still in the house and Boone is laying there.
You know, he's probably making a breakfast bowl. One of Jimmy Dean's breakfast bowl.
AZ said he's having his first Boston cream of 2026.
No, he probably had that at midnight.
How much I bet he did that already. You got 2 of those in before the stream.
Just another year. It's all made up anyway. The universe don't give a shit about our calendar.
You know what I need? I need a little bit of electric screwdriver later. I got old man wrist.
But since Johnny put up a video, Start RC Neo 2 collision protection bumper,
Yeah.
I thought, what's his name, cornered the market on that.
Really?
Rigel Dono, yeah.
I don't do them anymore.
He don't do it anymore? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Johnny's right. He's going to get about a half mile on that 3D printed motor for
Actually,
Rod.
it was Dobo. I think it was Dobo's birthday a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it was. His birthday's in December.
Yeah, start off. See, I'll tell you
Well,
what.
not- Bob Dempsey's the same birthday as you, isn't he, Dre?
Yeah. You share the same birthday. What you saying, Johnny, about Start RC?
I said they sent me like 4 or 5 things in the past 3 days. I mean, it's, but you know what? The Skyreach, the little case I did the review on, the Start RC case I got yesterday, they're identical except for the, well, it is shaped a little bit different, but I mean, they made by the same freaking company.
You notice it's always, and you notice it's always shit Joe wants or needs. Johnny gets all that.
You made me give you 2 of these already this year.
Well, that's what I say. Johnny's got the hookup. He gets the stuff sent to him. Do reviews.
So that all the stuff you always get is always stuff Joe ends up wanting.
Well, Johnny said he wants me to come over to do an inventory with him of everything he's got in the attic. I told him, I said, okay, just throw me that lighted landing pad you got and I'll do it.
Yeah, you can have that, brother. I probably got, this is no lie, I probably got 30 cases in the attic.
Wow.
Of what?
Just, I mean, it could be any, I mean, many 4K cases, many 5, I mean, it's just everything.
So what you're saying is you're like Paul, but it's all in the attic and it's all stuff you got.
I'm gonna bring a bunch of them to South Florida to the drone meetup and give them away. Just put them on a table. Whoever wants them can have them. I mean, I don't want to try to sell that crap. I mean, and I give a lot of away, but you got to ship it. That's the.
Yeah. We'll have people who win and get pay shipping costs.
Got to send TJ his beanie. He's wigging out because what he wanted
Toboggan, Johnny. Toboggan.
Ain't no damn. This is a damn beanie.
I guess who came with that toboggan?
I think Rick Williams said, and somebody else said it too. There was 2 people that said that.
The toboggan is a extended sled.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
No, I think that was somebody else though said it before Rick. I think Rick was messing with us because I thought Philip Koshat maybe said that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was Philip. It was Philip. Thinking about it.
Okay. I agree, because I know when we were kids, we were up in Canada. A toboggan. I forgot what the single one was, but the toboggan was the multiple person, like 2 or 3 people could sit on it We all go sliding down the hill.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
Okay,
have
so
I
this is
mean,
the
it's
thing.
really, I don't know other name. I mean, Bill Romaine said a skull cap. That's not a skull.
Yeah, well, like the one Mudball had on, we call those skull caps because they kind of short. They just come right down top of your head and whatever. Then you hear beanies, and then you hear
Yeah, but Don got a little peanut.
Okay, the
here.
main difference between a toboggan and a beanie, it says that toboggans are a general term used in the southern part of the U.S. and they're knitted winter caps.
knitted.
Wait a
So
minute.
instead of being a company-made beanie, it's a knitted one.
Wait a minute. Johnny and I about as southern as you could almost get in bullshit.
Now, what does the actual definition of toboggan is?
Well, I didn't hear that, Joe. What you said?
Missouri's more southern than you guys are, Joe.
Oh
He
wow!
said it.
Don got a little peanut. Don got a little
No.
peanut head. He could wear
A
anything.
toboggan is a general term used in the U.S. southern area of the United States, and it stands for a knitted winter cap. So it's one that somebody hand makes.
Now, toboggan is a one-man bobsleigh.
Anybody need a Neo 2 for? I mean, original Neo right there, 4 batteries, charging hub, case, and everything. Going for sale. For sale.
I think in Spain, in the luge.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at. That's why I asked him, what does the definition of toboggan? And he could tell me his Nick Cap. I said, the popular winter activity involving sliding down snow-covered slopes on a toboggan, a long, narrow sled without runners, originating from indigenous people, cargo sleds, and developing to recreational fun.
Yeah, but you're supposed to say toboggan hat, not toboggan.
No, I asked you what was the definition of toboggan. I didn't say no hat. I said toboggan, period.
No, it's just a repurposed word that somebody used and it just caught on.
Make believe
This
word.
ain't the first time
There
I've
you
heard
go.
the term
Make-believe.
toboggan as a hat.
I've never heard it the other day when you guys brought up. I'm like, what kind of nonsense is this?
Yeah, I've never heard of a hat called a toboggan. Only a sledge.
No, I have. I've heard it before.
Another piece.
Well, hey, he could call his son gun a Ferrari, but it's just a beanie.
That's it. Oh, watch cap is the other term. Watch cap. That's usually for military. Skull cap replaced the term of watch cap.
Well, skull cap's that little round thing that the Jews wear.
I should have got the one with the pom-poms on top for TJ.
That's a bobble hat.
Yeah, but usually traditional toboggan is usually a wooden sled. They go down the slope though. Has a little curved up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have no need for that down here. And
right.
Uh-oh.
It was Lance.
Quit talking about Lance.
Man, these people on the West Coast, they get up early.
Oh, come on.
Like I said, the floor ain't that cold over here, Johnny.
Morning, guys.
It was 20. What was it, Joe? It was 20. No, it was 30 this morning, I said.
Yeah, like that, 30.
Yeah.
That's the same temperature it was here.
It'll be 71, though. 71 degrees today. So
That's a big 4-degree swing. That's a big one.
Yep.
We've got a feels like -3 centigrade here.
Lance.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Johnny. Hey,
Happy New Year.
Lance,
Happy New Year, Lance.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Dre. Hey, Joe.
You got the case yet?
Tomorrow. Hey, Paul. Happy New Year, Justin.
Happy New Year. What do you got coming tomorrow?
A Neo 2 case.
Hopes. I hate waiting for stuff this time of year because all the weather in places that extreme, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, no lie.
Yeah, you seem to send it from a nice sunny state to one snowed in first before it comes back to another sunny state.
Yep. And that's why you always get these updates. Oh, your item has a new delivery update.
I sent
Ain't-
some. I sent some to line. It got to Detroit, and then went out to Arizona, and then come back to Detroit.
Mhm.
I mean,
Like I said, there's a reason behind that because, I mean, there's got to be some reason. We just don't understand why they do shit like
yeah,
that.
it's called.
It's got to make some kind of financial sense for them at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I always think that a lot of times it never got to the point of where they said it and it got diverted to Arizona, then went up to Michigan.
Yes,
Is it-
and sometimes
is it-
that track, and I don't know because everything that leaves here goes to what's called St. Rose, which is
Mhm.
basically New Orleans kind of, and then it
That's a
goes
good game.
from wherever. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
They usually end up at Chicago O'Hare.
Mm.
Well, here's my first problem.
Oh,
I got this thing I got to screw in here, and the guy's got it. He just screws it in my hand, and this bitch ain't even started the thread.
Yeah, you should have stuck to the flowers, Dre. You tried something too manly now.
I already gave you 3. I'm about to go to 4.
That's what I say. You're putting tulips just fine, but he can't get that engine together.
now look, hey, gluing the rose to the stem, Joe. You better stick to just stuff like that. Or gluing the top of the Oreo to the bottom of the Oreo.
I actually need a wrench to do this. A socket.
Really?
Yeah, because it's got a nut on it, and the only way you're gonna get enough pressure on it to make it go in there is with a socket.
And then you're gonna snap it
He's
off.
got a
and then
sewing
you
kit,
just
but I don't
off.
think he has any tools.
You're talking about a wrench now. Now you're gonna need a torque wrench pretty soon. Make sure it's torqued just right.
Joe gonna kick your ass.
Hey, and his tools are in his trunk.
You don't bother me, Justin.
Wait.
You know, you're like the troll under the bridge. You really don't want me to. F around and find out.
Hey, Dre, saw a nice, interesting video the other day. This guy had bought a Aston Martin SUV that had been submerged and it had screwed the engine block up. And they £64,000 for a new engine.
That's what I'm saying. He might well just buy him a used one and get a better deal. That's ridiculous.
What they did was apparently it's the same engine block as in the Mercedes GL63.
Mm-hmm.
So they bought the Mercedes, a second-hand Mercedes engine for £1,500 and stripped both engines down and rebuilt the Aston Martin engine into the Mercedes engine.
I wouldn't even rebuild nothing. I just would buy another car. That kind of money.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's ridiculous. You going
It's probably just to get clicks, so it's a good video.
Yeah, like I said, he got somebody to throw money away. We're gonna recover a vehicle that's been submerged in water for who knows how long. And you know the engine electronics gonna be short. The engine's just a big ticket item. Just think of how much rewiring you're gonna have to do.
There was not all that bad because the problem was that water got into the engine, it got sucked in, and then it was standing. So the rest of the car dried out, but the engine didn't and rusted from the inside.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll find out whenever he gets it fired up how much everything dried out.
No, he got it fired up. It's running.
Good for him.
Yeah, because like
to me,
over here, you don't want to buy a submerged car.
Heck no. They always try to. They do that mess every year. They try to send out those cars from Louisiana and Florida, the hurricane cars, and try to send them out here in California. And I tell my son, he wanted to get a Tesla, and I said, "Why is this car so much discounted compared to the rest of Tesla?" You know, and I told the guy, "What's the history of this?" Oh, it was in big storm back east.
Well, you're not even supposed to be selling cars like that in most states.
Like I say, they'll ship it off to another state, put it through the auction process, and they'll sell it.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you don't ask, they ain't gonna tell you.
They won't tell you.
Yeah, most states that's considered totaled. Like,
well, like I
unless
say,
they sell you a total. What is that called? A total, where they give you the title, but
salvage.
it's
Salvage title.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you gotta ask questions, man, because they'll sell it to you. Car, especially used car dealerships, they'll sell you a broken tricycle. You just gotta ask questions, and everybody's always interested with the bottom line price is. I said sometimes you gotta pay a little more to get what you really need.
Oh yeah, those buy here, pay here dealerships are the worst ones.
Yeah,
Ones that
that's
pop up during tax time and then they disappear.
Stuff like that, man. I say buyer beware.
These idiots will come on the lot and they see like a pretty decent, 10-year-old Mercedes. It looks like it's in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, $4,000, here you go. And then fucking 2 months later, the engine, something goes wrong with it. And then they end up having to spend thousands of dollars more than they spent on it.
Yeah, that's what I said about this guy in this Aston Martin. I said, dude, for whatever he think he's saving money on, it's just a money pit waiting to happen. If it ain't happened now, it's gonna happen later.
Like I said, if it was a social media thing, that I could see why they're doing it.
Yeah,
Because it's a good video series of just doing a dumbass project.
It's kind of that he does it for social media, but he sells them after he's rebuilt them. He's done McLarens, he's done Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, BMW, all sorts. In fact, the Aston Martin was a gift for his dad once it was finished.
With another one of those, I don't know if you guys had the show. I'm sure you had the show over there, Mark, but Wheeler Dealers.
Oh yeah,
remember that show? Yeah,
yeah.
My guy would call himself scouring the countryside, looking for all these deals, and have Ed rebuild the car. And halftime he get it back to the shop, it's almost like you should just bought a whole nother car. This is trash. Then he's out hunting for parts all over the countryside.
Yeah, because he had a different mechanic over in America when they moved it to over there.
Yeah, Ed did. I liked it, Ed. Ed was smart guy. Explained everything in detail, which I like. When they came over here, I didn't understand the move over here, but I think it was more for television purposes. Viewership, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, the cars he had over in England were mostly those cars I remember growing up, and would love to get my hands on one, maybe, and refurbish it and stuff. But they brought it over here, and they're trying to redo muscle cars and stuff. I'm like, now you're out of your depth, dude.
That got me. Went all the way over to America to rebuild a Land Rover.
Yeah, I just don't make
what for?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm scared of Land Rovers now. I mean, I would like to have one, but the maintenance is too expensive, and they have a very poor reliability.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of videos those and Range Rovers.
Yeah,
every Major League Baseball player has a freaking Land Rover.
Yeah, but like I say, they don't keep them for long. They lease them and dump them within about a year or two. But for keeping one, like for me, I buy a car like the car I have now. I've had it for 12 years. The Jag I drive, I've had it for over 12 years. Those guys go through cars like, changing underwear.
Oh yeah, I've seen lots of videos of people in Land Rovers that barely have 10,000 miles on it. Something major goes wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, that seems to be a lot of the car companies. I don't think any of them are.
Well, my biggest thing is because of the emission rules and everything we have in America, in several states in America, is that everybody wants to build something with these small engines so they can come under the emission rules, but these vehicles are not getting no thinner; they're getting bigger. And like I said, a bigger car needs a bigger engine just to handle the weight and everything else. And here you are putting 4-cylinder turbos and 6 cylinders in these bigger cars, and it just the internal parts just can't handle it after a while. You're going to have failures.
Well, it's not only that, it's like every year they're trying to like reinvent the wheel with all this technology in the cars, and that creates a lot of issues
That's what I
too.
said. A lot of that comes back to emission stuff like that. I say, and the cost, it ain't because they're trying to lower the cost, because the costs keep going up.
Yeah, no lie.
So
Well, like
it's
I
like,
said, it's the type of electronics they're putting in the cars too, or
yeah,
a lot of failures in that as well. Like,
yeah. I'm just talking about not with the Range Rovers, Land Rover. It's engine failures. Oil starvation is one of the number one culprits in a Land Rover motor. Is starvation of oil into the engine. But it's just working too hard. They can't keep up. And like I say, people drive them, how they do. And like I say, because my dealership is a Land Rover / Jaguar dealership, and the service guys show me pictures all the time. Say, yeah, we had another one come in. It was a Range Rover, whatever the sport engine issue, and nothing to do with the oil.
4.2 litre V8 in it.
yeah, they can't just come up with a reliable engine and just stick with
Yeah,
it.
that's
for-
it. The
You know,
engine is the number one
spend a
problem.
decade trying to design a new good one, and instead it's like every year
Mhm.
something different, and then they end up with 1,000 recalls on it. Ford actually broke the record this year or last year for the most recalls ever. They were up to like 90, or almost 100 recalls one year.
Wow. I mean, that's sad. 'Cause like I said, a lot of times it used to be that the body shape was the only thing that used to change. They used to be able to have engines that would go through 3 or 4 different models of cars. But the engine was reliable, it worked, and you just throw in a different body. Now, like you said, they're trying to reinvent these engines and everything else, and there's no track record of durability or
Justin,
reliability.
what do you expect? You know, they're paying them guys out of high school in Detroit $100,000 to build a car. I mean, if they gave them 125, they do it right. You know, I mean, you come down here and work for about 40 grand a year, and then they really appreciate what they have.
No, I love these mechanics too, and they post these videos, and they're like, "What the hell was this engineer thinking?" They designed this car.
That's part of the problem. And I say, and it really is sad when we talk about higher end brands and
Yeah.
stuff where people are paying premium dollars for these vehicles, and they turn out to be money pits on them.
Yeah, like where you got to take the inlet manifolds off to change the spark plugs.
I think the automotive market's going to crash here in the next 6 months.
Well, people don't start.
They're giving out too many subprime loans on car loans.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's just the
Giving
demand. The demand is there, and people are willing. Well, one thing is for American cars, we need more better American car designers. We used to have a school out here in Pasadena, California, which was like the major automotive design school. And I think it was shut down about a decade ago, and maybe longer than that. And it seemed like, just like to me, the ugly period of cars in America was between the mid-70s and up to the 90s. Cars were just ugly, horribly ugly during that period. And I said you had the K cars out of Chrysler, you had the piece of monstrosity, ugly crap out of Ford, and the Chevy just kept trying to reinvent stuff that just didn't look like it used to.
And what did you think of the Pacer?
Well, that's what I was saying, Paul. That's why I said the mid-70s up until the late 80s. Ugly period for car designs. Very
Well,
ugly.
it looked like a bubble on wheels, the Pacer.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Joe, I left the light on all night.
Uh-oh, light bill.
No, the light, the light box.
Oh, light box. Did it melt it?
I left it on all night.
Did it melt it or anything?
No, it's just I probably had to put new batteries in that damn thing already.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that little thing, it's just a little LED.
Oh, okay.
Joe trying to burn my house down.
Well, he's just looking for a new roommate, Johnny. He's lonely.
No, he's got dogs. I don't do dogs.
Mm.
You're
Joe,
muted,
you're
Joe.
muted. Maybe it's good that he's muted.
Joe's muted. He's cussing
probably-
up a storm. Yep.
Like I say, probably cussing up a storm at Justin.
Now, let me tell you the latest thing with this dog, okay? Loki, that's my daughter's, right? Yeah, I like that light box. So, I used, when I go to the bathroom, I usually stand up in the guest bedroom and pee.
I hope you stand up.
Let me take a breath.
Just skip that part of the story, Joe. You knew better.
Yeah, you're right. So now Loki, I left the door open this morning. Loki went in there after I came out because I was picking up the dog poop to go flush it. He goes over there and pees on the side of the toilet. Because he saw me peeing, so he goes, well, I can pee here.
Well, you need to give him a little ladder so he can go up there and pee the right way.
I told him, I said, come here. I said, I don't mind if you climb your ass up there and pee in it, but don't pee on it.
Good
So,
thing it's-
tell me this, Joe. When is your daughter gonna come get her dog?
She's not. I won't give the dog back for one because she don't know how to take care of a dog. I'm about to take the granddog because I don't even know she knows how to take care of her.
Wait. Ain't she a nurse?
Well, whatever.
I was gonna go there next, Johnny. I'm glad you got it.
Johnny,
glad- I said, well, give it back for the granddaughter.
You can't put one over on Johnny.
She's
Joe.
working one. She's a nurse working as a daycare assistant. So, what does that tell you?
And she can't
Well,
take care of her own kids.
Dog.
No, she can't take care of the dog. She's doing all right with the kids so far. But the
Well, I
kid
guess-
won't listen to her. You ought to see the kids.
Well, like I said, that's the purpose for the dog, so your granddaughter can have the dog, and she'll learn to take care of the dog, and mom a pitch in, and
I got to go feed chickens in a little bit.
Chickens.
Yeah, Andrew and them have chickens.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You get eggs?
Yeah, they get 5 a day.
That's good.
Well, at least like I said, the chickens are earning their keep. Yeah. Other than that, every time I go out there and feed them, all I'll be looking at is drumsticks and breast and thighs. And
By the time you buy feed and all that, you can probably buy the eggs a whole lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And then argue with the kids like who's gonna feed them and who's gonna go give them water and all that.
Who's gonna take them for a walk? You get them on a leash, do you, and just walk them around the neighborhood?
They let them out in the backyard. They don't go nowhere.
Okay.
oh, free range chicken. Ooh.
Yeah.
Couple of hundred.
They have a cage, but they'll let them out.
Yeah, those are supposed to have a little extra tenderness in the meat. Free range chickens.
There you go.
Not these chicken, Dre. They all have names, and they was look Snickers, Bluebell.
You know what, Johnny? They can have names right until I take a bite out of it.
10 eggs a day, they just might not be able to find 5 of them.
Oh,
See, for me, I'm not a big egg eater, so they definitely be on the chopping block. I'm like, uh-huh.
I love fried chicken. That's one of my favorite foods.
Yeah, I'm giving up on this. Got one piece right here. I got the other one there. The other one screwed in. This one here I tried to switch them out. You still don't want to do it.
Just cut the threads off and glue it right there.
I'm about to. I'm about to get a hammer and knock it up in there and glue it.
Fake screw in, huh?
Yeah, just like it's fake.
Just glue the head of the screw on there.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
I don't think it's a part you need. Because
Joe
there's
just
nothing
summed
that
up the
hooks
car
to.
industry in a whole.
There you go. There you go, Justin. Right there. Same mentality.
See, this thing should have been put on before you put everything else on. But it's not the way you showed.
Well, it might be different in the Model E and the Model F.
You don't get this one in here. It's just the other one goes in, but it's the angle it's on.
But getting back to the cars, Justin, that's why I get so disappointed in vets, is because they stuck with that same body shape for so long.
I hated the old vets, to be honest. I thought they
You
were
know,
ugly.
and I'm just thinking like this is supposed to be the American premiere of a sports car, because they always said that the Mustang was supposed to be was supposed to be a girl's car originally, and it evolved into a sports car but the Corvette was always meant to be the American sports car since its debut. And it seemed like they got stuck between the 70s all the way through up until, the last several years. It's most similar body style. And it's like, you guys are supposed to be the American versions of a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, or whatever else. And you guys are decades behind in styling.
I like the new vets.
Yeah,
Last few
the
years.
new, like I say, it
Yeah,
makes you,
those are nice.
when you look at it, it makes you look at, okay, I'm looking at top tier European looking, at least, vehicle that's American made. Because like I said, the European models, the Ferraris, the Lamborghinis, and McLarens, and everything else that's over there is, like I say, that is the automotive, supercar heaven over there, and the vet is supposed to fit in there. But like I said, it wasn't until the last 5 years or so that somebody actually decided to design something that made you think or give you the feeling that you're on the same level as one of those European models.
I'd rather have a vet from the early 60s.
Well, see, I say the I said for me, the 65 Stingray was a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Right around in there. But like I said, that's why I say in the 70s, they got stuck on that same body makeup, and they rode that thing until somebody decided we need to switch it up. I mean, it was almost 20 years of the same frame.
I don't know. The Chevrolet place here has got about 40 freaking new vets lined up. I passed there yesterday. I ain't never seen so many vets at one. I mean,
And that's odd on Region, Johnny, because out in California, you'll never see a brand new vet on a lot.
oh my God. Joe knows where Ross Downman is. Yeah. And they
Yeah.
sell a lot. There's kind of, well, I don't say they might be the number one dealer like in the South down
Mhm.
here. Man, they have some vets yesterday. 'Cause my friend that drank coffee with me, Vince, he kind of works over there and secures the place at night. And he's just so funny because he drives a vet. And he said when he came over yesterday morning, I said, man, I had just passed there. He said, I know. He said, they got like 20 in the back and like 20 in the front,
Yeah, I know out here it's always a special order deal. You have to go into dealership and order a vet, and that's
Oh, yeah. If you really want to see a new vet, just go and visit Marcus.
yeah. But like I say, most Chevrolet dealerships do not have a vet on the lot, especially not more than about 5 and stuff. You might see
most
one
of
or two.
these are Stingrays. I think they only had one of the, I don't even know what they call
The C5s or whatever they call them now.
Yeah.
C6, C7 series they have now.
Well,
No,
they're up to
C8.
C8 now.
The
But
C8 now. Yeah.
Yeah, C8.
But I mean, I'm talking about the whatever they call the high end. I don't know, ZR1 or
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You don't see that stuff out in the lot. Now, for me, the first time I saw
they had one in the showroom. It was $152,000. I think he said.
Yeah. It was like me the first time I saw a Ford GT. When we bought my mom's her first Jag at the Galpin dealership there in North Hollywood, Van Ness area. And they had about 2 or 3 of those. I mean, they sell nothing but exotic cars there. And so that's the first time I laid eyes on a Ford GT.
What, the GT40?
Well, they don't call it GT4, it's just GT now.
Yeah.
The Ford GT. You will, like I say, never seen a Ford GT on a Ford dealership lot ever. That is the pinnacle of, as you say, talking about race day car. Well, that's the average. You can go up there and go to Daytona with that thing off the lot.
Does Pontiac still make a GTO?
Pontiac, you
Pontiac's not
gotta
even
find a
around
Pontiac
anymore.
dealership anymore.
Yeah,
That was that.
went out of business years ago.
Well,
10 years ago.
it's funny. Well, like I say, brands like Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Plymouth, they're offshoots of Chrysler. And just like, I think Pontiac, I think might have been an offshoot of GM.
Yeah, it's a GM. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off, and I'm gonna still listen.
Yeah. So I
Saturns
mean,
and-
go ahead, Justin.
I was gonna say Saturns and Pontiacs are not a good used car to buy, but there's tons on the market, and that's because they're hard to find parts for now too.
A lot of GM motors came from the European branches.
Yeah, well, they're conglomerates where they have a
all
European, we call it corporation, just like we call the brand down in Australia, which is part of, Molden. They're part of GM, but they have their own lineup.
Yeah.
And like I say, that's why I said that even when they Chevy here, they get a car from over in Europe, they bring it over here and don't advertise it. Just like those Holdens they made back in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Excellent sleeper car. Excellent. I mean, big old V8, high horsepower. At the one that looked like the Chevy.
The Holden.
There was a Holden, but it looked like the same body shape as the Impala. And that thing had like over 550 horsepower. It had the navigation stuff in the front windscreen, window, and stuff. It had every bells and whistles, and not one advertisement commercial for it here in the States. Not one.
I used to have Vauxhall Omega, but it was all badged up as the Cadillac Catera.
Yeah. Yeah, my second son used to have a Cadillac Catera.
Nice car.
It lasted him for about a year and a half.
I had mine for about 8 years.
But like I say, it's just, to me, a lot of times it's about advertising. I mean, you see a lot of the Japanese brand cars, they will throw that stuff up there, and you'll see commercials everywhere, and you wonder why people are buying them all up. You know? How many times do you see a Corvette commercial? You'll never ever see a Ford GT commercial.
Well, a lot of brands have gotten to the point now where some of them just don't spend money on advertisement because people just kind of know the shit's there already.
Yeah, but I mean, like I say, every year you got to generate interest on what the new models, the bells and whistles and stuff like that. And like I say, what do you see? You see Toyota, you see Nissans, you see the Hondas, you see the Kias, you see Mazda.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't see any commercials because I got adless on
Lay
it.
down.
Yeah, well, you usually watch TV online, but I was like, you got a regular TV, you'll see the car commercials out there all the time, and those are the brands you see. I mean, if you see American brand a vehicle, it's about a truck or SUV, and that's why trucks and SUVs are the number one sold vehicles in America, because that's all they advertise.
Yeah, Dre, you see this one part that won't screw in here? I just went through all the instructions. It's just a part that sits there. It just sticks out. Then nothing goes to it. Nothing, right? So I think I'm gonna drill this out and glue it.
Now you hear this, Justin? Now you understand what the problem is with America? It's our education system. Reading is fundamental.
I can't get it to screw in there. It's plastic on plastic, and it just will not catch the threads.
But you just said now that you went back and read it.
Don't you have a tap that you can put in there and
No, not in here, not handy.
No,
this one went in. This one went in.
There's no running water coming from it.
Yeah, that one. You see, but that doesn't feel like it's going to stay in.
Didn't I just tell you he gonna ask for a torque wrench?
Yeah, I got one. I went to see if I had a driver in here to fit this thing. I've got a wrench that fits it, but you can't get the wrench in there. I need a driver to go down, and I got a driver in the car that would do it.
Have you seen the latest
So I got
top?
that one in now. That one's in.
latest torque wrenches, they're all digital.
Mine's not.
You set the torque digitally, and then you
Mhm.
set how many degrees after that, and it keeps beeping at you when it's there.
Yeah, I like those.
Oh, it don't. Oh, you like? I remember the old ones. They used to like breakaways where you get to the torque, and once it got there, it would just release.
No, they weren't the old ones. My dad's
Yeah.
got an old one. It has a separate bar and
Yeah.
a metal arc gauge
You got
at the
one,
end.
Right. Yeah, it had the gauge down there,
And that-
near about 3/4 down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you tightened it up, the second arm bent in a different direction and showed you what the torque was.
Yep. Yeah, the little meter on the gauge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
So
like
once
that
you-
caliper I just bought, that 8-inch one. When I measure it to make sure it's still 8 inches, it beeps.
Funny.
So I got the other one, the screw-in edges now. So this one just will not go. Can't get enough pressure on it because it's trying to bite, but it won't bite.
And it's supposed to be a, I guess, whatever scale model engine that you're putting together.
And I couldn't tell you what scale it is. It's a 2-cylinder. And the guy takes the thing and he goes, right in.
Hmm.
No, you don't,
Well,
no, that's really not in there. You don't drill that shit out.
but like I said, Dre, this was a
Who's
co-op
owned it?
print between Ford and Chevy. It was never meant to go to print together, right?
You mean it's a Davidson twin?
Oh,
It
man.
ought to work because everything's clean. I mean, there's nothing bent in or nothing. It ought to bite.
And what's going to be funny, Justin, is, another 3 or 4 steps down the road as he goes through the instructions, and he's going to figure out he had the wrong screw in the first place.
Mm.
Now, you want me to tell you what it is? I just put it in. You know why?
But we're
It's
listening.
it's righty tighty, lefty loosey, right?
And it's the other way.
On
It was
thread.
the other way.
Then
I looked at it real good and I said, "Bitch, you're the other way."
I tell you, Justin, reading's fundamental.
Now the other one was righty tighty. This was lefty tighty.
Uh-huh.
The other one was righty. This is lefty. Oh
Mhm.
shit!
I guess you wasn't watching the video too close, huh?
Well, I didn't see him do that. They're in it now. Got you, bitch. Now my hands are gonna hurt for a week.
Mm.
Now what I gotta put on it? I did that already. I got that already. I don't have this on that. Where's that little part? I got like
Randy?
10,000 parts in front of me.
Randy, jump in here. I have not seen you in about
Randy, come on,
Three-
man.
3-4
Come on,
months, dude.
man. See, I just needed Johnny to get off and listen so I could get it right.
Mm.
Oh shit! Now this one got a screw. Screw this.
If that's only a 2-cylinder, I can't see any other reason other than it being either a Harley or an Indian.
And make sure this ain't threaded the wrong
The
way.
8-cylinder was too much power.
Look at this shit.
Mm.
Okay,
Oh,
I see what they
Too
did.
many instructions.
Now I see what they did when they printed them. They mirrored it, but they didn't change the screw. You know, so when they put these in, one of them goes one way, one goes the other way. I just looked at this one. This one's threaded that way too.
Mhm.
That was my wife's car the other day. My ex-wife's car the other day. Justin was changing the oil and he couldn't get the thing to turn. And I said, bitch, look at it good. It's got to be righty-tighty, lefty loosey. And he's looking at it and he's saying, it feels like I'm tightening it. And I'm going to the left. I'm going to the
You're right.
going to the right. And I said,
Mhm.
no, he said he was going to the left. I said, look, sounds like I'm tightening it. It feels like it, right? And I said, there's no way. And he says, I'm telling you. I said, well, go a little bit the other way, see what it does. That's what it was. It was somebody must have tapped it and tapped it backwards.
Well, what kind of car is it?
A Dodge.
Well, that don't even mean much anymore either. It could be a Dodge, some badge, and be made somewhere else.
Or somebody could have rethreaded that at some point.
Well,
That's
it
what
could
I'm
be
thinking.
it could be rethreaded, but I'm just saying that sometimes the parts are from another manufacturer. And like you say, we're so used to using standard size stuff. And a lot of times it may be metric or mixed on the engine where you have standard and metric nuts and bolts and screws and stuff. And that's how you may end up with a reverse threading because of the different size of the nuts, bolts, screws that you're using.
And because look at that. I went lefty tighty on this, I'm going righty tighty on this. Now it's a piece of cake. I understand it now.
Oh, it took you about an hour to figure it out.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
see, Lance will understand this more than anybody is how you get a student who fails the first semester, finally catches on, and then he ends up with a C for the final grade. Because he failed the first semester and got an A or B in the second semester.
Exactly.
Good morning, everybody. Happy New
Yeah,
Year.
I'm not hurting my hand anymore either.
Morning, Ed.
Morning, everybody in the chat. Happy
Now I'm
New Year in
working
the
a
chat.
little easier, you see.
Joe, you know that thing's supposed to go the other way,
Bite me is getting ready to come up.
Where'd you get that kit from there, Joe?
Well, I got the motor and the screws and the magnets. I had to print everything else.
Okay.
Everything else is 3D printed.
Oh, so that's a 3D print model that you got from somewhere, and now you're trying to put it all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
getting to the point.
I'll just say bless your heart.
I'm actually kind of wondering why I'm doing it.
We're all wondering that.
You ought to feel my hands. The neuropathy in my hands. You ought to feel my hands right now.
Yeah, just like you told the other day, we was talking about how you wake up in the morning, hands be tight. You said yours hurt. I can say mine is the last two fingers on my left hand. And wake up, it feel like there's no way my wedding ring should fit. You know, and I get in the morning, can't pull it off. After about 3 or 4 hours, that band slides back and forth, no problem.
Now I'm looking at the video with him putting this together. That screw, that one screw, and I can see he's screwing it the wrong way, screwing it in the wrong way. But he should say something in there. So this one goes left, that one goes right.
Or at least say this side of the engine is lefty righty. The opposite side of the engine is the opposite.
I'm telling you.
Oh man!
But I got like 80,000 parts here. Where the hell are those parts at? I don't even see them. I printed them. Better have printed them.
What size is that engine, Joe? Is that a V6, V4, V8?
If it was a V8, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have done it. It's a V2.
Oh,
okay, I got that. I see I got these. So what goes in the middle of that? That's got to be the one. Okay, that's not it. It's just that and this. It goes in here.
hey, Justin,
What?
guess what my dog did to me yesterday at the vet?
What?
He locked me out of my truck, the bastard.
Your dog did it, right?
Yeah,
Did you
I
have to
put
have-
him inside. I went inside to go pee, like I was saying I had to go. I went inside to go pee, so my daughter's like, "Well, take the dog. He's acting weird," because there was other big dogs there. So I grabbed the dog. I put it in the truck, closed the door. The truck was running. Go inside, go pee, come back out. Oh, fuck. Couldn't get in. The door was locked. So we got him treats and we're bringing him to the window to see if he would step on the unlock button. Nope, never did it. Ended up costing me $85 for a tow truck to come and unlock the door. Like 2 minutes it took them.
So what it
That's
sounds
right,
like
the
he's
special
trying,
window.
That sucks.
so you're trying to blame the dog for your incompetence. Let's see how it is.
Oh,
You, you
Dre,
need to
your audio's not working.
You need a
I was
keyless.
just saying that you can't lock the doors on my car unless you have the keys on you outside the car. It
Yeah,
won't lock.
That's what I thought too. I even told that to the tow truck driver, and he's like, no, no. Because
It's
the dog
possible the
stepped on the
dog's
lock.
stepped on the lock button.
From the inside.
Dog said you didn't give me the treat fast enough, bitch.
Yeah. I usually put, like, when I put them on the back seat, I have a
Oh,
little
got-
leash that attaches to the seat belt, and I didn't do that. I just let him loose because I had to go pee really
That's
bad.
like me. I don't turn my
And there's
car
a
off when I
little
go into
button.
the gas station.
a little button on the center console you press to lock and unlock the doors.
No, it's on the door, on the arm of the door, where you have your power windows and
It's
there's
just a
this
standard
two
button.
switch.
Don't
Bro,
you
I
hate
think-
it when they coming up there and that dog looks at you and he goes, am I gonna get a treat? Huh?
It took the guy probably not even 3 minutes to unlock that door.
I
Give it
don't
a
even
little
unlock my.
airbag and
I don't even turn my car off when I go in places like gas stations and stuff. I just get out with the key. It automatically locks the door. Just leaves the car running.
I know, but I didn't think of that.
Unless I'm going into like Walmart or somewhere where I'm gonna be in there for a while. But if I'm running
He's
in
not-
real quick to a store, I don't
he-
even bother turning my
He's
car
never
off.
done that before, so that was the first time. I guess he was mad.
You don't have a spare key at your house or something?
Bro, this was like 45 minutes away.
I don't care if I had to save that $80. But sending somebody's ass back to get the key.
Somebody would have brought me back up there. Yeah.
I was ready to smash the window, and then my daughter's like, no, we'll just call the tow truck.
No, that would have cost you a few $100s to get fixed. That wouldn't have been worth it.
No, you blame that on somebody smashing it and claim on your insurance.
See, Mark knows. See,
Gotta be more.
I guess
I may have
depends how
extra
good the
parts.
cops are in your area to catch on to insurance fraud.
The only trouble is they got wise to that. They started putting £100 excess on your windscreen now.
yeah, no, my deductible is $200 for everything.
In Florida, you're getting a windshield's free. You don't have to pay for
Yeah.
it.
See, a new windshield used to be free. Now they'll repair it for free, but they'll charge you to replace it.
No, that's one of those things insurance companies here, they have to do it. If there's even a small crack in it. They'll either have to pay for a new windshield or pay to get it fixed.
I
But it
guess
doesn't
the doctor-
affect your insurance or anything.
I guess he was mad at me because he got 3 needles, so he was like, haha, gonna get you guys back.
Yeah, or do a hide a key under a bumper. At least, yeah, that's what you should do. Just go get the key made that just opens the doors, because you can go get your truck key copied, but it's only going to allow you to open the doors because it's not going to have a chip in it. But you'll at least be able to unlock your doors with it.
No, I can't get the key made.
Why?
It's one of those. It's a Dodge. It's goes inside the little ignition. It's a big key, like plastic key.
Yeah, but you can still get the key itself copied.
There is no key.
Oh, it's what, like an electronic plug or something?
Yeah, it's just like a little.
A fob.
It's not even a fob. It's like a key. It's like a key, but it's not a metal key.
Yeah.
Does your key fob have a?
Hold on, I'll go
key-
downstairs and grab it and explain to you. Hold on.
Yeah, because he might have a key inside of it. He never knew about.
Yeah, sometimes they have a little button that you press and the key flicks out.
Yeah, and it's just for unlocking the doors. Like mine has one, but it's just for doing the doors because there's a push to start. So
Yeah, and then
and
you
there's a hidden key thing you can
you've got
remove
to
the
take
cover.
a door handle to get at the keyhole.
Yeah, it's just a little cover.
Hey, Dre, it looks like I'm having a hard time, but this is kind of therapeutic.
No, it's not.
You tell me that tomorrow morning when you can't hold a cup.
You got a point.
Look, Justin.
Now there's not a door key hidden in
No.
that thing somewhere?
Not that I know.
What kind of key is that for?
My 2022 Dodge Ram 1500. See, this part is what goes inside the ignition.
What style or what model truck did you say it was?
It's a 2022
Uh-huh.
Ram 1500.
200.
Yeah, it's hanging in JD in here.
Do you see a little button anywhere on that thing? Like that's not part of the actual like unlocking and all that. Do you see a little button anywhere on it?
It's,
I was reading the chat. I think Dusty's referring to like on my fob here. If I hit a little button, it comes apart.
oh shit.
And that allowed me to open the back hatch, or if I remove the cover on the outer
There
door
is
handle, that's your key to get in.
there is this little switch right here.
Yeah, flip it and then like hold if you have
And
to
then
hold
it goes back together
then pull
inside
up.
the key fob, snaps in together to the whole key fob.
Yeah, that little switch I guarantee releases the key. It's hidden in there somewhere.
You sure?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I
dude.
don't know about yours, but that's how mine works.
Mine has the same little light sliding switch.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
slide it and you have to hold it while you pull the key. You have to hold that little switch over.
But it should be some kind of way to
Things on. I'm gonna
Yeah.
skip the step.
Harold
Oh
said
Lord.
press the button and the key came out like a switchblade.
I'm gonna skip the step. I gotta go back.
how does that not surprise me?
Now- well, y'all being nice this morning. You know, the hell with 2026.
Yeah, it's saying all the Dodge keys from that year should have it.
Y'all taking turns too. That's what's worse.
Man, it don't matter if the key was inside the car; he still wouldn't let you get out of it.
Yeah.
My car's got it a little bit different. If I open my car when I'm going down the steps and I don't get there fast enough, since the key's not in it, it will lock again. But if the keys are in it, it won't lock.
No, bro. It doesn't come out. Oh shit.
It does. Oh Lord. Now he's
Oh
mad.
Lord. Wow.
There
And
it is.
that means that somewhere on your driver's side door, Ed, probably where the door handle is, there's going to be a cover that pops off, and there's going to be a
Pops
key
off
slot
and you
there.
insert that to unlock it.
Yeah,
Joe,
that
you know
was
what
an
you-
$85 lesson.
and that
Joe,
should
you know what
also-
your next project is, Joe? You got to print a dumbass sign for Ed.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm not gonna do that to Ed. I'm mad enough at him that he changed the background that I made for him.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
That's so you can get in when the battery goes on your fob.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that guy was laughing at you, but you know, he's got the. No, but wait, the thing was in the car though, right?
Yeah, it was in the
Yeah.
car, so it wouldn't make no difference.
Yeah. So there you go. See?
Well,
See,
like you're
right-
saying, somebody could have brought you a spare set. You got the key.
Yeah, but
But
if
you
they were
can get
brought me
that
the-
particular
Yeah.
key copied for however much it would cost you, and then you can hide that somewhere on your truck. But see, this is normally where they'd be hidden.
Yeah,
See
something
right
like
here on
that.
most vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to have
I'd
a
have
little
sat there
hole.
45 minutes.
That's
And
where
then-
all car thieves think to look first.
Oh, I'm not gonna go outside. It's fucking-
No, but see how there's a hidden key thing under
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
it
yeah.
pops the cover off, and then there's it. There you go.
Fuck, I
And
just
all
learned something.
it's for is just unlocking the doors. You can't like start the
Can't
car.
run the
with it or
car.
anything.
Yeah.
Right. It won't do anything once you're inside. But that's in case you get locked out.
Well,
Okay,
thank you. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Mr. Dre.
And
Since
what
we're
happens?
talking,
Hold
since
on,
we're
Ed.
talking dumbass award, this little part that I was bitching about yesterday, this
Oh,
little
here
part
we-
that said,
Here we
yeah, I'm not
go.
gonna, I'm not gonna take the support off of it until I know what it's for.
What do you?
It's
what do
the
you mean,
cover
dumb-
for the, is the cover for the air, it's like the throttle body cover.
Joe? What do you mean, dumbass? A word? I didn't know that it was a key.
No, you
then.
didn't know
Come on.
it. This was a dumbass on mine, my part. I
honestly-
almost cut this thing on.
So
Honestly,
Ed,
if you would have had
Ed,
a spare made and attached to your wide key ring, you wouldn't have been in that situation.
so Ed, you can start the car if you usually touch the fob to the starter. It'll start the car.
Yeah, you have to push it on the starter button. Push the start button.
Well, yeah, I know that.
That's if
But
the
I mean-
battery's dead.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the battery's did.
Yeah,
You
I
can still
know
start
you
it.
can. I know you can unlock it, lock it, and start it.
No. This is if your battery's dead. Seriously.
Like
That's-
if you
that's
get
how
in your
you start
car and it's not detecting the key, you're supposed to take the key and stick it up to the push to start area and then push the button in, and then it will
Yeah,
trigger
that's what she
Start the
said.
car.
because it can
But
still
not to
read the
you.
chip, but it has to be right next to the button.
Yeah, but my key goes
That goes with
inside.
something else.
There's no button.
Yeah, yours wouldn't matter because yours has to insert anyway with the
Oh,
little
okay.
square.
I ain't got no
Yeah, I
problem
wish
with
I had the push button. I love those. Oh, no.
But do you have to leave your key fob in there when you turn it on, or is it just an initial turn on and then you take it out?
No, the key has to stay in there, or else
The
it
two-
won't.
that.
Yeah, see, I like to push to start. I just leave the keys in my pocket.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah.
Push it, and when I get out the car, it just locks itself. When it detects the key gets out of the car.
Mm.
The host has what? Eh,
East Coast Thrills wanted you highlighted.
For being the best, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know there was a key in there. I mean, when I bought the truck, they didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah, every new vehicle has that now because they don't.
Sorry, Dre, I didn't know. Okay,
Well, I'm not the one who lost $80.
I know.
85.
85.
plus tax.
Mhm.
Well, like I said, you could get a copy of that made and put one on your wife's key ring and just have it on there.
Okay, Paul, you can take me down now.
I don't know how. Okay. I see. Okay.
Believe me, we've all had those moments, so don't feel bad. There'll be more to come.
Because
Yeah, I
even
know.
when the chip thing started and you still had to insert your key into ignition,
Hmm.
we used to go get spares made that didn't have the chip, but it was just for unlocking the door for emergencies.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean to see the key East Coast? Okay, I thought you wanted to see.
And
his
it would let
beautiful
you
face.
turn the car onto accessory mode in some vehicles, but you just couldn't crank it over.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, now I know I won't leave my dog loose to the front.
Well, just do like I do when you get out of the truck, take it. Oh, wait, you couldn't because yours has to stay in the ignition. I say, because that's what I do. Like I say, when I go to a gas station, I'll just leave my car running. I get out with the key, it automatically locks the door up. I'll run in real quick and come back out.
Yeah. Mine, the key has to stay in there unless I got remote started.
Right. That I think is usually timed at what, 15 minutes?
15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking of that. I had to go pee. So
Remote to start is nice. Yeah,
Yes, it is, especially
in
when
the
it's
heat
cold
or
outside.
the winter time for either cooling or heating your car up. I don't like the remote to start on my car because you can't fucking hear it when it comes on. Because it always starts with the electric motor, so you can't hear it.
Oh,
Fucking super quiet. So sometimes you can't tell if it actually turned on or not.
well, my truck beeps twice, so and when it starts, it sounds like an airplane taking off. So yeah, I just learned something new. There's a key in there. Fuck.
Don't
Yeah, because a
snap
lot
out.
of times you can't see the key, even if you take your key fob apart to replace the battery, you can't see it because it's in its own compartment. You're not the first person I've seen that didn't know that they had a key on there. Sarah's stepdad, I had to show him how to do his one day. His key fob battery went dead, and he only has one key for his car. And he was going to call a tow truck to come pick his car up. And I said, "No, you don't need to get into the car." And I showed him, I popped the key out and then popped the little latch off the doorknob or the door handle, opened it right up. Then he just ran to the auto parts store and got a battery.
Man, not even the tow truck driver told me.
Oh, surprised they didn't tell you that afterwards.
No, he didn't tell me.
He don't give a shit. He's making money.
It wouldn't have made any difference anyway, would it?
He says no, it wouldn't because it would be
No,
inside the
yeah,
truck.
because
No.
your key was in the car. The dog had to have locked it, or you locked it when you got out and didn't realize it. Because
No, he was up in the front, so he probably because he has a
Yeah.
tendency of rolling down the window sometimes when he.
So he likes to put
His
his
boss.
paws up there out of the
Yeah,
control.
yeah, on the
'Cause,
arms, yeah.
yeah, because like Dre said, the newer cars they won't lock unless you manually lock them if the keys in there.
Yeah, yeah. Mine, I think it's after 30 seconds after I'm driving, it locks.
Ah, yeah, but it has to move.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, registers that you are driving the car.
It's only when you get over a certain speed, I think it's 3 miles an hour, then it locks.
Yeah. And then if I have my driver's side door open, like if I'm driving not fast, like slow, if I open my driver's side door, it stops.
Oh, dude, I did that a couple of times on my car.
It freaked the shit out of me, bro. One time, the
Dude,
first
I
time
went
I
to
did
go
it.
back up and I had the door open just so I could see a little bit better where I was backing up. The fucking car slammed in park and the door went right into my shin.
Did you learn your lesson?
No, he does it about once a week still.
Oh,
No, I did do it twice, and then after the second time, I was like, nope.
Yeah, give him a little chin check every once in a while.
Dude, I was driving down the road one time and I'm doing about 60, and my sister's friend was in my car, and I told her to turn the air conditioner up, and she fucking took the dial that switches from park to drive and all that.
Oh,
And she
shit.
fucking turned it to park, but luckily the car recognized, hey, it shouldn't be going into park at this speed, and it didn't do anything. I had never tested that before, but she did.
Holy shit.
Scared the shit out of me.
Go right to slam.
Like I said, luckily the car recognized, hey, yeah, it shouldn't really be going into park at this speed, so it just blinked and didn't do anything. It like overrode it.
Not like the olden days. Boy, you would have stopped quick.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
figured out there was a safety feature.
because if your foot brakes have gone and you want to use that park brake to stop you in an emergency, and it won't let you.
That don't make sense.
My parking
You
brake on my
should've.
old car sounded like a damn transformer when you turn it on. Does it lock all four wheels?
Well, that's what the park does. It locks the whole drivetrain.
Yeah, but it was all electronic, so when you pull the button, it goes. It sounded like a transformer noises.
Least they're bloody horrible.
The car I have now has a manual emergency brake.
Mm.
Has the handle you can pull up.
It's time to get ready to celebrate because you could start a new year with a new house.
I was
What kind
like
of
that,
lubric? Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Joe, what kind of lubrication you gonna put in that engine?
Nothing.
Oh,
KY.
Yeah.
okay, what?
And with you by midnight tonight.
0W0. That's the problem. I'd start a stick on there some kind of way, but it don't. So then it sticks.
Definitely a Ford motor if he's not putting oil in it.
Telling
Because this house is the perfect place to party. When it's time to pull
this better go on there. Move that way.
I'll tell it. It's a Harley motor if it came with a what's it? A drip tray.
That 3 Watsons. What's
That's gonna be cool to see how that's all put together properly.
ain't put together yet. There you go. Snap in, bitch. What's the snap in? So I need you to snap in. I won't be mad.
Oh, Dre, have you seen that movie on I think it was on Amazon, the rooftop guy? Might be
No,
Netflix.
I saw the premieres.
It was
Was it
based on that true story.
No, I think it was in November. I went to the movies and saw the previews, and it just didn't grab me. Now that I see it on Amazon, I don't know. Maybe when I'm bored, maybe today, because I don't think I'm doing much today. I may watch something. What is he supposed to be like a thief or something? Or
Yeah, it was based off a true story. It was the guy that kept breaking into all the businesses from the roof,
mm-hmm.
and he was like a really nice criminal. Like he was always really nice with the people when he would rob them, and never like put them in danger or anything.
Right.
But he robbed like, I don't know, it was like a couple hundred stores or something. But he only ever got convicted for one store robbery. But they suspected he was involved in like a couple hundred store robberies. But then he was hiding out in the fucking Toys R Us for months.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Come out and play after hours.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Apparently the guy was like ex-military, but he was like, his job in the military had something to do with like special forces or something, but he was like really good at like recognizing patterns and stuff.
Right.
But he just never put it to good use.
Yeah, we got a guy, I guess he was a child actor on one of Nickelodeon shows. My wife remembers the show. I guess he's out in the streets here in Riverside, California. And they spotlighted him twice over the last couple of weeks. And this guy messed up in the drugs and alcohol and stuff. Yeah, burned through all his money. And I guess one of his acting co-stars tried to help him out over Christmas and got him a room. And the knucklehead tore it up and got thrown out of the hotel. And that's what I always tell people. I said, if you don't fix the root of the problem, you can give them all the housing, all the food in the world, and it ain't going to change it.
Yeah.
The guy, I think they say he's diagnosed with schizophrenia, all this kind of stuff. I said, you got to get that guy some help.
Or substance abuse.
Yeah. Substance abuse just makes it worse.
Yeah.
It just makes whatever is going on with you, it just takes it to another level. And I tell my wife a lot of times, because I say, it's one thing when you hear about people of my parents' age and Lance's parents' age and Joe's and Paul's, where they might talk about people having to sleep out in the streets or whatever, during a depression, things like that. You know, and there's some people who turn a century who never, like I say, had running water. You know, my mother grew up in a house that didn't have running water until she was about 8 years old. You know, my grandfather used to do a little side job, uh, demolition places, and he did his one job, and he asked the guy, could he keep all the plumbing? The guy said, yeah. Took the plumbing, took it back to the house, and put running water and toilets into the house. You know, 'cause my mom grew up with an outhouse. You know,
Piece the whole plumbing set together,
yeah, put the
Like a
whole
big
plumbing set
erector
together.
set.
You know, so my point is that people we see on the streets today, none of them experienced stuff like that. They all were born in hospitals, most likely. They either had lived in apartments, houses, or whatever. In other words, with nobody living out in the woods from day one. So when you see people lying in the streets, sleeping in the streets, stuff like that, they literally just knocked out sleeping, that is a learned behavior. It is not readily acceptable to you because you were not born into that. That is a learned behavior that you accept your conditions. And that's kind of like the first levels of your mental thought process starts to take a turn. Is that you start to accept the conditions that you're living in. And like I say, when you start getting involved with alcohol and other drugs, stuff like that, it just makes it to a higher level because now you think what you're doing is normal and it's abnormal. You were not raised in an environment as such. And that's why when I was in charge of the cleanup crews and everything else, the graffiti guys, and I have to come out and these folks got a little irate. And I'll come out there and I thought the first time I asked them, I said, where are you from? Where are you, you know, did you finish first question, did you finish high school? A lot of them said, no, I dropped out middle school, first year high school, whatever, you know. And that's where, like I said, it starts somewhere along life's path for a lot of these people. And it just gets worse and worse for them. But like I said, a lot of it evolves into a mental illness. And that's why I tell folks, you got to solve some of their issues first before, because I always hear people talking about these programs where you get the homeless folks to do this and give them jobs to do that and do this. I said, man, accountability has been part of their problem since they were probably teenagers.
Yeah, you can throw all the money you want at homelessness.
Yeah, that's it. And that's why I tell, you know, out here in California, so you guys threw all this money trying to house people who don't want to be housed.
Well, the problem is they got rid of, you know, a lot of mental facilities over the last few
that's
decades.
true. And like I said, you're going to have a certain percentage of those who actually have mental issues and have always had them. But you have a lot of these people who develop mental issues because of the conditions that they're living in. You know, like I say, you live out in the elements, you know, long enough, it will affect you mentally.
Well, like I said too, like I've said this before too, is like these bullshit treatment programs where they send somebody off for 3 days. It's like, why even waste the money?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not even enough time for them to detox or even start to get on the right path.
Yeah.
Like they need a minimum 6 months to a year.
Oh yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
It's no point in paying for 3 days for somebody that's going to turn around and be right back on the street doing the same thing again.
Yeah. And that's what this
hell.
child actor, star, whoever his level. I don't remember the show. My wife remembers it. My kids used to watch it, and you know, and the first thing we asked is, you know, regular folks said, well, what happened to all the money you made? Yada yada yada. And you know, we all heard the child actor story where the families spent up all the money, or the kid spent all the money, one or the other, and all this kind of stuff. Never got any more additional work because probably by then he was already having addiction issues back when he was a young kid, teenager.
Child actors having money problems is like fucking rock stars overdosing. It's
right.
Common.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's common. And like I said, these people were never gone through the regular system as far as self-reliance, accountability, all these different things. So when they hit rock bottom, they hit it hard. Yeah, I mean, you look at the situation with the Reiner family. You know, Rob Reiner's son supposedly killed him and his wife.
Justin, you're the host.
Where you going, old man?
I'm gonna go catch a ship.
Ain't no ships out there.
Yes, there is.
No, it ain't. I think
Yes,
you
it is.
confuse. I think you confusing some of them buildings on the
No,
shoreline.
it's coming. It's just south of the Black River, headed north, headed out for Lake Huron.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. All right, find yourself stuck out there like Boone in the snow.
Not my Boone.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks he's going with me. That's why he's at the back door.
Yeah, give it a second. He's gonna come back. Fucking he got out again.
Mm-hmm. Now, when the show first started, he talking about we got about 4 or 5 inches of snow last night. I said, tell me, keep your behind in the house. I said, there'll be more ships in another month or two.
Oh, and that whole going back to the whole Rob Reiner thing.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh, they were having an argument the night before." It don't matter. The dude was on drugs really bad. I guarantee that whole shit was over money.
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee 100% that was over money.
Yep.
He wanted money, and his dad probably told him no and cut him off, and
which
enraged him.
Which wasn't the first time, because they talk about the history where they had to kick him out of the main house at first, and he this gets me, kick him out of the main house, but he's allowed to sleep in the pool house.
Oh, of course, but the pool house is 2 miles away down the road.
Yeah, no, that way never. You
Beverly Hill property,
right? You live on a 10-acre property. Oh yeah, you got to go sleep in the pool house. And now you're just giving him more unaccountability of his activities and his actions, because you don't want to see him all strung out like he's going to change. And then they kicked him out of there, and like I said, he still has access to money because he has a trust fund.
This is what I don't get, man. And this is why I said if I ever win the lottery, my house would be a fucking fortress. Because I don't understand these Hollywood people, man. Their houses constantly get broke into. People sneak into their homes and kill them. It's like, where the fuck is your top tier security?
Mm-hmm.
You think you would have Blackwater boys out there running around your yard, keeping your yard safe. Like, what the fuck are you doing with all that money? Like, that's what I said. I'd be having real security.
Well,
private contractors.
Like I say, Justin, this is what the falsehood is. They think if you live in better neighborhoods and everything, you live among better people, bad things won't happen.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And I always say, you know what? Poor people don't rob poor people because they already know you got nothing, so they got nothing.
Well, what I'm saying though is like
they go to other places and rob people.
But you think people like Rob Reiner and stuff that were worth hundreds of millions, possibly billions of dollars, some of these guys, you think they would have 24-hour security? And I'm not talking bullshit Securitas guys, but like real private contractor type security that'd be watching their shit for them.
Yeah, well, I guess it goes either way. Like I say, a lot of it's mindset. Like I said, you don't want to spend that kind of money if you don't have to.
I've seen those crime shows with Sarah. No.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, you got a choice. You can either live out in the boonies where you can see people coming from miles around before they get to the property and stuff and set it up that way. But, these folks live in neighborhoods and they're like, I got to go to one and do a solar thing in what's called Valley Vista or something and the houses there are easy $5-6 million homes, easy. And I'm looking at them. They got like I say, a neighborhood like Rob Reiner lived in, big old Mac Minis, mini mansions and stuff, pool houses in the back. And like you say, there are some blind spots that I can see from Google Earth on the security of their property. One guy lives on a corner, and there's a little walk path on the side of the house that you have the option of walking around to the front door on the other side of the street or walk right to the backyard. And there's no high wall. Maybe one wall might be 4 foot. The one other wall that falls around to the front of the house, there is no wall there. This is just a line of bushes that kind of keeps you blocked from the street.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And like you thinking what I'm thinking, that's a good place for someone to hide at or to sneak up on your property.
Like I said, you jump my wall and it's going to open up like Fallujah.
Yeah. And like I say, my same thing, where are the dogs at and stuff. Like when it's a family member, all that goes out the window, dude. They know all your security stuff. The dogs know them. So ain't nothing you're gonna do.
Like I said, dude, I've seen way too. I mean, there's been too many stories over the years of like rich people's houses getting broken into and stuff, and it's like,
Yeah, just like this
and they
last
had
year, all
almost
these,
no security, and it's like, what the fuck were you thinking?
yeah, just like
Yeah.
this last year has been a big year for all these professional athletes getting their houses broken into when they're out of town playing games.
Yeah, I was
Guess
about to bring
what?
that up.
Yeah,
Oh.
that just tells you. I tell people, burglars, whatever, they ain't stupid. They're not stupid
All you got
people.
to do is employ Kevin.
Employ Kevin who?
Kevin from Home Alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that that vault that got broke into a couple days ago?
I just saw
I
the
wanna
news
say
today.
it was
that
in
the vault
England. It
in
was like
no, it's
30
Germany.
million.
Germany.
It's Germany. Yeah.
Yeah, 30 million
That's
euros.
what we call high level professional thieves. These are
Oh,
the guys.
fuck yeah.
Those are the guys who probably walk around in Brooks Brothers suits and stuff. And
Oh yeah,
everything, man.
that's the Ocean's 11 type
Yeah,
guys.
but
Yeah.
the Ocean's 11, man. That was
Yeah,
like
that's
Ocean 13. What you talking
Yeah,
about?
they talking about they this ain't no Mickey Mouse outfit there. They had almost a boring machine to go through the wall, 'cause that hole was perfectly round, like it was a machine that drilled through those walls to get to that safe.
Oh yeah, diamond tunneling. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
And they
like,
got away.
Oh, dude, they were talking about. Oh yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
professional crews for like the CIA and shit that break into people's homes and shit. Dude, I was watching a thing on how they ex-CIA agent was talking about how like they would do things. Dude, they would even bring in dust. That way, if they accidentally put a fingerprint or they moved a line of dust, they'd
Mhm.
bring in a little bottle of dust and they'd redust the area.
Mm.
Holy shit.
So you wouldn't tell they touched anything. Like they were so
Yeah.
precise with it. It was like
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, that whole robbery at the Louvre, that was high level. I'm surprised they have caught as many as they have already. But like I said, they have not recovered the jewels. So these guys had this plan from beginning to end, offload the jewels or somewhere, and just kind of wait it out.
Well, this is the thing though, too, is like I've said this before, is you can steal shit that's worth tons of money, but the problem is when you steal something so valuable, there's only so many people that can buy that item.
Right. Yeah. Like I say, these guys, like I said, they arrested some people, but nobody had the jewels with them. So what's going to happen is these folks may get convicted, may do 8-10 years, whatever, in jail, and get out and collect their money.
Oh, I can imagine what kind of shit some of these billionaires have hidden away in vaults and safes.
Oh yeah.
That's probably stolen shit, like
Yeah.
valuable artwork and shit
Mhm.
that they're just sitting on. But that's why I said you got to find a buyer like that.
Oh yeah.
And
Like I
then-
say, there's always a buyer.
Because if it's such a rare item too, the minute it hits any kind of market, public market, dude, it's gonna light up as far as being.
Yeah, well, like I said, those kind of deals don't never come to the open market. There'll be private sales
Right.
with private bidders.
Which makes it even harder.
Yeah, it
if
makes it
you
even
gotta
harder.
find
And
it.
like I say, and then they'll end up buying it, and they'll be sitting in some back room, basement, or some other secure facility that they have it in, and it's worth so much money. And it's just the fact of, I just say, the mental factor of saying I own this. You know,
Right.
I have this rare item.
Exactly.
It ain't about showing it off to anybody. It's about, I own it. You know?
It's like you can steal a $10,000 piece of equipment out of a work truck, but it might be a piece of equipment that only so many companies use. And the
Mhm.
minute you try to sell it to somebody, they're going to flag it and be like, "Yeah, where'd you get this from?"
Yeah.
Because they're going to know right off the bat that you shouldn't have that particular piece of equipment
Right.
unless you're in a certain industry.
And and tell you the truth, Justin, that's the way we used to deal with the homeless population when they used to be in possession of shopping carts. Because you can't go buy a shopping cart. You can't go to Lowe's, Home Depot, or any other place and buy a shopping cart.
Exactly.
It is a distributor or a company purchase. You just can't go buy a shopping cart from anywhere. So when you just see the homeless pushing around shopping carts, that was justification to stop them and everything else, because now technically we could say you're in possession of stolen property. Because you can't say you bought this somewhere and this is how you getting your stuff around town. And for you other folks, and like Mark, we talking about trolleys.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what you call them over there, Ed, in Canada. We call them shopping carts in America.
Yeah, we call them too shopping carts.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
we
like I
call
say,
them
there's
shopping
no
trolleys.
way for you to say you have a commercial shopping cart. You know, and I say, and what hurt that part was that the legislation about here in California changed that level of possession. Used to be anything value over 401 cents was a felony. Shopping carts are valued at somewhere around $600, $700 a pop. Okay, so we could stop them. Possession of possession of stolen property, felony, no problem. They changed that law, I say, close to a decade ago, and couldn't mess with them too much. Then now they revert that law back, and now we can round them up. Possession of stolen property, felony.
Oh, we had a cop come by our Walmart one day, a sheriff's truck.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes pulling up and he comes in and talks to us. He goes, "Hey, we got one of your wheelchairs out in our trucks out there." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, some homeless guy took off with one of your electric wheelchairs. It's going down."
Oh, electric scooters? Yeah.
Yeah, and the sheriff spotted it and stopped him and got him for stealing it. And put it in the back of the truck and brought it back to the Walmart and dropped it off to us after he was all done writing up the shit.
That's funny.
They had one the
And he
other
was-
day, a guy walked in, got to a place selling golf carts, taking a test drive one, took off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw the news. Was it a pursuit on the golf course? I saw somebody
Yeah,
in Georgia.
The police
something
got
like
in
that.
another golf cart and went after him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I would have loved to be there. I want to see that body cam footage. Fucking rolling at 20 miles an hour. Stop! Fuck you!
Yeah.
Swinging
The
the
funny part is if he would have shook the police, they all out there in the golf course, tearing it up in golf carts. He'd have been cutting across the greens.
Yeah, be like watching Caddyshack or Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore.
Yeah.
Here where I live, if you want to test anything, you have to give your license so they can keep it.
Yeah.
Take photocopy.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is most places now. Rental
Sometimes-
places.
Yeah, and sometimes they ask for a small
Or
deposit.
if you want to take a test drive, yeah.
Yep. Rental car places do that. They take $100 deposit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Here, a lot of times the dealer will actually, the salesman, he'll just ride with you. And he'll
Yeah.
tell you about all the features.
Yeah,
while you
some
ride.
do that. Say, or they at least they say, I have to drive off the lot, and then I can let you drive.
Because most of them around here, they have a predetermined course they have to take when
Mhm.
you're doing the test drive, so they'll always ride with you.
Yeah.
No, not here.
But you still have to give your license, though. You have to go and
Yep.
take
Get a copy,
of it and all that.
photocopy of your license. Yep.
Yeah, they take your information, you leave a deposit, and they say, okay.
Just about any place that you rent something like that nowadays. That's why I feel like, you always hear nowadays, you're talking about, oh, it was a stolen U-Haul truck. It was a stolen vehicle that rammed into the store and they tried to steal an ATM.
Unless
Was
you
still
go to
correct.
well, I think for like Ferrari and Porsche, they don't allow you to do test drives. I don't think the high end cars.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
the high end
think
cars like this, they gonna do everything up front. Like regular dealerships, they let you they try to ooh and all you about the car and everything else. Oh, they try to sell you on it. You talk about high end cars, you're already sold when you walk into the lot. You already know that you want to buy a Porsche or this kind of stuff. So it's about checking out your financial status and can you afford to buy that? Because they already said you walk into this dealership, this type of dealership, you know you want that type of car. There is no ifs, ands, and buts. Ain't like you're gonna walk across the street and compare it to the new Acura, model.
Oh, and I watched a really cool video the other day. This guy, he goes, I'm going to go into this Ferrari dealership. And he goes, I just want to see how they treat me in just regular street clothes and not really wanting to buy a vehicle. Just wanting to
Mhm.
look at them. And the
Right.
guys were really cool. He walked in there and he was like, he goes, honestly, I can't afford it. He goes, I just really like them, and I just kind of wanted to walk around and peruse. The guy was like, yeah, come on. He walked around, told him about the whole lineup and how
Mhm.
fast each. Like, guy was really nice. Didn't treat him like shit.
Yeah.
He was like,
I
yeah. He
mean,
goes, no problem. He goes, I'll take you on a little tour around here.
I mean, you'll find some people like that and everything. And you'll find some folks it's all about the money. Say, oh, you can't, you can't afford it. You can't afford to waste my time either. Bye.
Well, let's face it, car salesmen for like Ferrari and shit, they probably aren't selling them every day.
Don't need to when they cost $200,000-300,000.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably, I doubt their numbers are even close to a regular dealership's numbers on the amount of vehicles a month. You're only getting a handful of guys coming in there every month. They're spending that kind of money.
Yeah, like I said, the higher end brand models don't have to sell as many vehicles, and like I say, the clientele they deal with are people that usually have the money to buy them.
Right.
But like I said, the revolving door mentality of a what's it called, a big multi dealership. I bought 4 cars from him. For his thinking the name now. Whatever. But basically, they sell every brand out there pretty much, and it's like a big revolving door. They don't pay their salesman commission, but still, it's all about finding something that you like, and they go right to the check the credit, check this, check that, everything else.
What's crazy about Ferrari too that I found out watching WikiLeaks, or VinWiki on YouTube, is there's certain models you can't get unless you owned a certain set of models before that. And they won't. They don't give a shit if you're worth $1 billion if you want that car. They will not give it to you. You had to have owned like three specific models of Ferrari before you're eligible to be able to buy that particular one. I didn't know that. I was like, that's crazy.
Probably because you got to know how to drive it.
It's just
like
like
that guy.
Ferrari sued people for changing shit on the vehicles. They sued a YouTuber not too long ago because he put a wrap on the Ferrari. It's like, I don't know how you could really sue somebody for something they purchased.
Be like that guy in National Treasure with the Ferrari.
Well, like I said, it's something in the paperwork that says that you will not do such and such thing to the car. I know a long time. Remember the old Pontiac Fiero?
Fiero.
Yeah, the Fiero. I guess there was a custom kit person who had a kit that you could buy from the dealership, and they would reconnect it, and he would turn that Fiero in looking like a Ferrari.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the Toyota MR2.
Yeah, like I said, they sued that guy big time. Ferrari just said, "Ain't no way." They said it may not say Ferrari on it, but it looked too much like a Ferrari.
Oh, there was that. Was it the same guy that made the whole body out of wood?
No, it was a kit.
Lamborghini.
Good morning, Jason.
Yeah, it was a Lamborghini. The guy made the entire body out of wood, make it look like a Lamborghini
for his kid.
And Lamborghini got super pissed about it.
Yeah,
Happy New Year to you, Jason.
I say Ferrari sued this guy and his company and pretty much put him out of business. We are not playing games with that.
Yeah, you can buy. I think it's an F40 kit for the Toyota MR2.
I mean, technically, if you come up with a body type,
I can look it up.
But technically, if you come up with a body type that's not really Ferrari but looks like one, and you're not badging it, I don't see how that would hold up. Because if you're not badging it as being a Ferrari, but it kind of just looks like one, I don't see how they could do anything about that.
Jason says it's a Ford rep.
Rolls-Royce got really pissed off in about the 80s over some guy that did a custom version of a Rolls Royce with a complete fiberglass body, a jet engine, and then put the Rolls Royce grill and radiator on the front of it. And they sued him for doing that.
Yeah, I don't see how some of those cases would hold up in court, though. It's like, especially if it's bought and purchased and you own it.
Mm.
Yeah, those little Ferreros, those things
Unless
are
there's some
fast.
kind of weird contract that would hold up in court, like Dre said. I don't know. Might be something
I
in
mean,
fine print.
a lot of the supercar companies won't even sell spare parts.
Oh no, because they want you to ship it off to fucking wherever,
Yeah.
Germany or whatever, to have fucking $400,000 worth of work done to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot, if they could sue him for that, Johnny Cash must have really got sued by everybody, one piece at a time.
Johnny
Too
Cash.
soon. Too soon, Joe.
Oh, those are nice.
You see
That's
that,
cool.
Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Pontiac Fiero with that Ferrari kit on it.
Kid.
And that guy got sued by Ferrari big time.
Well, like I said, if it's not an exact body match to theirs, because I'm assuming you can patent a body style.
Mhm.
But if you changed it up at least 70, 80% and made it look like one, but it wasn't like the same angles, all that, and you're not badging it as a Ferrari, I don't see how they could fucking say anything.
Well, like I said, I look at that right there, that red.
Let's look at Chevy. Their new Corvettes look like fucking Ferraris now. I mean, they have a really high-end sports look to them.
Well, it's all about basically. I don't know why it's red. There we go. It all comes back to branding. It's one thing, and then how much lawyer power you got. If this little small body kit company can't afford to defend itself, what they gonna do?
Yep.
You know, GM got tons of lawyers. So what's it gonna be? Ferrari gonna sit there and sit in court for years trying to figure this out? And like you said, they got to sit there and dissect the vehicle and see if it match fender for fender. You know.
Yeah, you'd have to have some Aaron Brockovich type shit happen for you.
Right. Yeah.
To win that case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll tell you that everything for that lady just lined up perfect when that happened.
Yeah.
And she had no law experience at all.
Right.
And she just fucking dug into it like a professional ass lawyer that's been on the job for 30 years. And she did a better job than some of the lawyers did.
Well, like I said, that's a classic example of the David and Goliath, where Goliath was just overconfident. Oh, she's nobody. She ain't gonna do nothing. And we'll just go do our standard. Wasn't didn't realize the lady that had a lot of determination. Well, you're gonna quit. You're gonna accept the standard stuff.
And I wasn't far from Hinkley. I only lived about 20, 25 miles from Hinkley. Because we had a couple family members that lived there on my stepmom's side when my dad was married to her. And they all had health problems. Because that was right before they won that lawsuit. And I know they got some money and sold their house there in Hinkley and moved.
Yeah.
That was when they were dumping all that chromium 9 in the ground. The shit was leaking into the ground.
And once again, they did what they did because they felt they could get away with it.
Yeah.
When nobody gonna say nothing.
Oh, it's like that town up there in was it by Niagara Falls? They built all the housing on that old waste dump site, and everybody started getting these weird cancers and shit. They ended up having to condemn the whole suburb.
Sounds like Ellen Brockovich.
Okay, TJ Jr.
just talk about it.
Yeah. Aaron Brockovich was right in mine and Dre's backyard, that whole shit. PG&E got sued like a motherfucker over that. They're probably still paying out money to this day.
Like I said, that's probably one of the ones they may be finishing paying off because they already got all the wildfire lawsuits.
Yeah, 'cause they made a lot of that turned Aaron Brockovich into a millionaire. The
Mhm.
amount of money they made off of that lawsuit.
Mm.
Millionaire and a household name after the movie hit.
Yeah, because that wasn't the only case she ended up doing. She ended up being
No, well, she ended up
successful.
getting her law degree.
Yeah.
And then I think she was on that Aliso Canyon leak lawsuit a couple of years ago where the local gas company was leaking out to their pipe system, and one of those brand new developments over there, people over there get bloody noses and headaches and stuff, and they kept trying to deny it and everything else.
Yeah, that was just more famous because that was her first real case, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
she
like I
did a
said,
lot of stuff after that.
yeah, she's done quite a bit. But anytime it's some type of environmental stuff, you'll see her name either being brought up or she might actually get a case. What is that, Lance?
That's what I'm going to ask you guys. What is this guy wearing on his shoulder during a basketball game? What
What's
is
up,
that?
Jason? Let me
It
give
looks like
Jason
some
a
kind
reach.
of new type of we call things some kind of a healing patch or whatever.
Yeah,
Some
I
kind of
thought
that
I
heat
thought
thing.
I thought it was a gunshot wound with the blood coming down. Like, what the heck?
yeah, ugly. He wore that in the game the other night, and I thought,
Yeah.
looks like it's armor.
Yeah, like I said, some kind of armor type, or you might call it crocodile skin or something.
Weird looking.
So when does the little one go back to school?
The 18th of January, but it might be the week after because her first clinical is that next Monday, and they might cancel it. So she would stay an extra week at home. That would be her only class that week.
Should be good,
okay.
Jason.
So the X is still X. There, Lance? Are they talking again?
Yeah.
Well, she ain't got no rashes, so that's good.
Yeah, they've seen each other every day since December 11th. Yeah.
Hey, you need to
Well,
borrow my stick?
Well, you know what, Lance, it's good to have, sometimes it is good to have situations like that or scenarios like that in a relationship. That way they know what they know. Hey, we've gone through our breakups, our ups and downs, and this is where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never heard you say much of anything negative about this guy. So you can't. It's not like he, mistreated her or anything. It sounded like she just made a call for whatever reason she wanted to, and that's that.
Exactly. Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah. So if he's mom and dad approve, it's all on her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got one coming out from the East Coast to come see my youngest. I'm like, oh well, we'll see.
What, they meet online or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not thrilled about it, but you know what?
Yes.
I have to just say, I gotta meet the guy, see what he's all about, and go from there.
Oh, dude, you need to do a Bad Boys 2 at the front door when he knocks.
Who the fuck are you?
Well, my daughter made it back, so that guy on TikTok didn't kidnap him, so it saved me some jail time. You want to hear the funny part about it? She contacted me 2 times for money out there to make sure they had enough to come back. And she's been back. She ain't even wished me Happy New Year's. So
You, Dres, you go get the 2 biggest guys you can find that work for the city. Bring them over to the house with you. Be like, I run the city.
Get the big guys.
We don't need the guys who work for the city. He spends half his time in a gym.
Like I said, my same daughter had 2 of her friends from the animal shelter over last night. They, I guess, had a little New Year's celebration.
You got to give him a chance.
So I said, you have a bunch of
That's what I
city
do,
workers
Eddie.
out there, and you act like the mob when he comes in. You're like, so what is this? You want to speak to my daughter?
Yeah.
Just show him your toys that you have, and you tell him, like I did the one for my daughter.
Hey,
You see
Happy New
this?
Year, friends.
Happy New Year,
Oh,
Sarah.
Happy New Year.
I don't
Happy
see
New
Donald,
Year.
so I'm not gonna wish him a happy birthday, Happy New Year. So
Yeah, that don't sound like
You say
Sarah.
that.
That's like Brenda. Who is that?
it's Sarah.
That's Sarah?
Yeah,
You must still
I'm
be
out.
drunk.
I might sound different because I drank a lot of liquor last night.
That's what I
so-
said. You sound like you drunk.
Yeah, he talked
Well-
about you. He
We
talked
don't
about
heard
you
all
tweaking.
about you last night, young lady.
If you like Tennessee whiskey,
Oh,
It ain't about what I
had-
like. Evidently,
I
you
had
were.
some Southern bread pudding flavored Tennessee whiskey,
oh,
and it was
wow.
delicious. And then Dr. McGillicuddy's root beer, and I don't even like root beer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, all we know is that you grew about 4x a set of hands on the way home.
don't let him lie to you. No, that I grew 4 extra set of hands and I came on to you.
Yeah, she was defending
You
herself.
lie.
That's what she was
You
doing.
lie. Let me go. I gotta cook. Y'all have a happy New Year.
Oh,
Happy
this
New
is
Year.
in trouble now.
The 4 extra hands was defending herself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now she's got him in boxing gloves.
All
Mhm.
right, she's
Now
out
you're
of the
in
room.
trouble.
Can you guys call the cops for me?
Now
Yeah,
you're in
now,
trouble.
now we know the truth.
guys, in 2
Because
minutes,
she
you
didn't.
in 2 minutes, you can hear the frying pan.
Because she didn't defend herself by saying, "I don't know nothing. What he talking about? I don't recall anything."
That the police are
did.
coming, they're gonna find a murder scene.
Gonna go cook. You better
Oh,
check.
shit.
That didn't even sound like Sarah. I thought it might have been Brenda on here. I'm like, who is that?
Don't forget to check the mushrooms before you eat them.
Mhm.
She must be hurting this
Especially if
morning.
you're
Her head-
Australian.
Hey, Justin,
Oh, man.
her head must be pounding right now, eh? Drinking all that
Seems to
whiskey.
be all right now.
I always give my tip of the hat to Sarah because she be cooking you up a storm, dude.
She did it the sensible way. She used bread pudding flavored whiskey to soak up the alcohol.
Yeah, it kind of looked like milk almost was the color of it.
God.
Hey, everybody's loving these flavored whiskeys and bourbons though.
That peanut butter one wasn't bad last night. I only had one little two fingers worth.
Yeah, that looked pretty good, Joe, that bottle that you snapped.
Yeah, 2 fingers worth was enough uneven as you.
But there's only 2 places, like physical places, you can buy that stuff at. And they're both in yeah.
Justin, is she quiet when she's half drunk, or she's like giggly?
No, definitely giggly.
Giggly, eh? Just like my kid, my oldest one. When she has a few drinks on her, all she does is giggle.
I ain't even gonna lie, dude. When girls get drunk though, they do get handsy.
Same thing with middle-aged women at Starbucks. When they drink Starbucks, they get handsy.
Yeah,
Have you
tell
been to
what,
Starbucks, Joe?
don't go to fucking Starbucks and get between one of those mobs and their fucking Starbucks.
Oh, no.
You get yourself fucked up.
No way, baby.
I better not say that word too loud around here. The kid might come out. You getting me a Starbucks, Dad?
I got my Starbucks right in the kitchen, my curd.
Well, it was like last week, Sarah went over there. It was the day her dad passed away, so she was just kind of not having the best day. And she went to Starbucks to pick up her online order from the gift card she had. And she sent it to the wrong store, which was like another 15 minutes the other way. And she had to be to work. And she started, like, she broke down in Starbucks. They ended up making her coffee and giving it to her. She already spent the money.
That's some scam you taught her, man. I'm trying for that.
I said, man, them girls taking that Starbucks shit serious.
Yeah, they're not cheap either.
Well, no, like I said, if you go by their standard drink when you order it, their prices really aren't that bad. But like I said before, these girls will they'll, will start off as a basic iced coffee, and the next thing you know, they've added 15 different ingredients into it. And then they charge you for each one of those. Each espresso shot,
free.
each this and that. And then by the time it's all said and done, they ran up a $15 bill. When it was originally a $6 fucking drink.
Yeah.
Every fucking time I go to Starbucks with any woman, they will twist and fuck that drink from its original, what it was supposed to be, into some concoction that they came up with.
Yep.
Oh, there was a morning I took my youngest one to work and we stopped at Starbucks. I gave her $20 and she came back with $4 and something change. And I was like, what the?
Saying, dude.
Could have stopped at McDonald's.
And they have their own, like I said, each woman will have their own concoction of how many shots of this or shots of that they want. And it better be fucking precise.
Oh, Dad, I had this, I had that. I'm like, they charge you for that?
Yep, every bit. I'm surprised they don't charge you to write your name on it.
And it was not a large cup either.
And like I said,
There you go.
Starbucks does really good marketing for women because they'll put out all these little frilly holiday cups and shit, and the girls go wild for them every year.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go in there and buy them out.
Joe, after he's done his engine, he's going to get dressed and he's going to go to Starbucks. Right, Joe?
What you said? About what?
I said, when you're done your engine, you're going to get dressed and you're going to go to Starbucks.
No, not me.
Yeah, you'd have been more on a mark. You say he's going to Jimmy John.
Yeah. I got nothing free at Jimmy John's and there's no special, so it ain't happening.
Right. It seems you walk in there anyway. You walk out with a special.
Why isn't this thing? Don't make sense. I got this thing exactly like it's supposed to go, but I can't get it tight enough.
Dude, he would have had a whole field of tulips put together by now.
I'm telling you, I put a real car together by now. What you talking about? There's one cylinder not going in right. One cylinder's not going in right.
Maybe
It's
you
not
got them
snapping
backwards.
in. No, I don't.
You sure?
Yeah, I've turned a different way. What's happening? You got to get the little connection to the line up right, and one of them you can tighten it all the way and it lines up perfect. The other one you tighten it all the way, it don't.
Maybe
So
you
then
have
you
to
got to
tighten
loosen a
them.
little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you have to slowly tighten each one once you get them all threaded.
Yeah, that's what I had. That's what I just did, and
Yeah.
it worked. But then it popped out again.
That could just be bad threads on the print.
That's a nice screwdriver you're using.
If anything, just put
Yeah.
some glue down in that screw hole and put the screw in it.
Well, I
Make
can't
it
do
look
that
like
till I know it's right. Now I can't even get the freaking screw out.
You put the wheel bearings in first, the crankshaft bearings in first.
I did all of that. Why is this thing not working now?
Take a breather. Take a breather.
probably something really stupid.
I know that's what it usually is. I
Hey,
can't
Paul
even
made
get
it
the
back.
screwdriver to pick up the thing.
Was it cold, Paul?
Oh, man. Close to
Maybe
zero
you
with a
strip
10
the
with a 15-mile-an-hour wind.
possible you could have stripped those threads out, or is it just not lined up?
No, it's not lining up. It's not good. It's not even going in it.
That's what she said.
I would just fucking put
Not
some
to
glue
you.
down in there, glue it, and then glue the screw head into it.
You gotta be good, Jordan. You gotta be good.
Fast, huh? You see, because that one came out. The other one's only coming out. I can see it. I can see it, but I can't get
Like I
in.
said, be careful though, because you can only screw into them 3D printed threads so much.
Oh, I know. I'll be gluing it pretty soon.
If that's the case, that means that one screw is totally toast.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's
Like I said,
moving.
worst case scenario, you could glue the casing and then just glue the screws into it to make them look like the screws are holding it.
Well, you can't see them. They're all recessed way back.
Are you sure your screwdriver's just not going all the way down in there?
It went all the way down there to tighten it.
What, is that a V twin engine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're using a hex key like to use it,
Yeah.
and I've got every size hex key but that one.
Okay. That's supposed to be a replica. Who's the big V twin user? Yamaha?
Yeah.
So I see you munching there, Mr. Paul. And that selling snacks down there at the pier. So what's going on?
Cheetos.
Cheetos, man.
You got some Cheeto puffs down there at the pier.
Yeah.
Got one of those what is it, the carts that push around?
Yeah.
Shit you see during street fairs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not stripped.
So how'd your flight go, Paul?
Well, I thought it was going good until I looked down and when I got halfway through, I didn't hit the record button. So I had to loop around again.
Okay. You got your footage though, right?
That will happen. They should just set the DJI drones to just auto record automatically. Start recording where you have to turn it off if you don't want to record.
I think the Neo does. The Neo
Yeah,
starts
the Neos
recording
do.
as you take off.
The
yeah.
bottom twos do.
I mean, technically, you should always be recording when you're flying anyway, just for if you crash it, you might just catch something really badass on camera.
That's
You know?
my thought process, Justin, but some folks don't like that. I remember years ago that was a conversation about that. I think it was Billy Kyle was saying that he only turns it on when he's lined up and knows what he wants to shoot. But I said sometimes you miss that money shot because you never know where the money shot's going to be.
Well, like I said too, you could catch something crazy like there. All of a sudden, you could be 2 miles out from an airport, just at the right level or whatever, and you could see a plane crash or something.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying. But those are money shots. That's why I say you never know when the money shot's going to pop up. It's not always what you lined up to do or whatever. It could be right when you take off, and it seemed like the drone was at the right speed, the sun was at the right level, or whatever. The reflection off the water, the trees. It could have been any combination of things that made that shot the money shot, and had nothing to do with you trying to set up what you thought you would come out there to fly to shoot.
And you should always review your footage too, because you never know. You might caught something you didn't see when you were recording.
Oh, that always happens. That always happens because the screen is never big enough or I would say detailed enough for you to see everything because you're more, I say as operators of these, UASs, you're concerned with just trying to get it back home.
Not
Yep,
unless you're
yep.
doing it like fucking Dennis, you know, you have 3 tripods out there, 2 26-inch tablets.
Yeah.
Dude, he
Yeah.
has a whole setup he does
Yeah,
when
and
he
he still
flies.
he still managed to crash his Maverick 3 when he first got it.
But
Can you?
Dennis will set up a nice like, dude. When I got there, when I first ever saw Dennis at the first drone meetup, I get there and I walk up on him, and he's got these 3 massive, I mean, expensive looking ass tripods out,
Mhm.
holding 3 different tablets, and he's looking at all these screens. I was like, holy god, he had a setup.
Wow.
Like I said, man, I know my focus is basically on the drone itself. I'm looking at my telemetry all the time. I'm looking at the altitude, battery level, all that kind of stuff. You know, the picture itself, I always say the drone would take care of the picture. I got to take care of the drone. Make sure it's doing everything it's supposed to be doing. I'm not dropping out altitude. You know, I mean, it's always that, you know, you don't want to be in a uh-oh moment when you're 5 feet above the water. You know,
Yep.
'cause that means you weren't paying attention. You know, like I said, you got to pay attention to all the things that the drone itself is doing. So if correction needs to be made, or you need to get it back on shore over something, you can do that. But like you said, sometimes people focus too much on the picture aspect of it, and they're not paying attention to the telemetry, and you actually know you had that uh-oh moment, and you don't have enough time to recover.
And that's why I said you should just get into the, if you're flying, especially recreational, you should just get into the habit of just hitting the record button every single time right off the bat.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you never know when you might catch something. Because look how many people said, "Oh man, I was flying and I crashed." Well, were you recording now? I forgot to record.
Yeah.
There's
There are a
screen
lot of
you-
moments.
Can you screen record at the same time with the drone too? Like both of them
Yeah.
recording at the same time? You can do that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But
I've
I know
never
for
tried.
I know
Oh.
for me, once I get into I'm doing the video part, yeah, as soon as I take off, the record button hits. It's recording. And then that way I can just focus on, like I said, the telemetry and everything else, what the drone is doing, and then get it back. I mean, I look at the screen and everything too, but my focus, what they're doing.
Well,
A
now
lot of
hold on. Matt told me you only press a button and that's all you got to do.
That's what Matt wants you to believe.
He said all Dre has to do is just press a button and it goes off, does its flight, comes back.
Yeah. Actually,
Philosophical
when I'm doing mapping, yeah, that's pretty much it right there, the mapping part. But even then, I'm watching telemetry, see if anything's fluctuating that it shouldn't be fluctuating. So that's why I say, you know, I mean, we go out and we fly. Terrain is not always flat. Buildings are not always the same size. Trees are never the same size. You know, and I can tell you some little tips. I mean, mostly in urban areas, if the trees are being maintained by a city or whatever organization that maintains the trees in the area, they usually don't exceed over 100 feet. Standard power pole is usually about 35 feet. High tension lines are usually no more than 100 feet. Those are just reference. But if the terrain that it's sitting on is elevated, well, now you got to compensate for that terrain elevation and the power pole height. So I mean, there's different things you gotta think about. That's why a lot of times you watch on my videos, I'll do a pre-flight just to see where the obstacles are at, to make sure that if I am using Litchi or some other type of program, automated flight, that I make sure I adjusted that. To me, it's nothing worse to have an automated flight and you crash. Because that just shows that to me, that's something you did no homework. That you put your drone in autonomous flight mode, follow the pattern, and you crash into a tree or something else. I said that tells me you didn't do your homework. There's a lot of pre-planning that comes into play when you do autonomous flight and when you're doing a manual flight. Manual flight, it's all on you, and you got to pay attention to your surroundings and everything else. And like I say, most of the time when people crash a drone, it's because they're too focused on the picture aspect of it and not the telemetry.
What's up, Al?
It's like you're saying you don't see everything all the time. That girl
That's
that
right.
flashed me on the boat, you know, that day. I didn't see her flash before I got back.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of glad I didn't too.
Yeah, because the screen it wasn't big enough to catch it. So like you get home, you're like, holy smoke, where'd this come from?
And when I put on that 32 inch, I saw everything.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh, hello.
Happy New Year, Al. Well, we can't say Paul's been on, Al. You know, Paul has dipped in and out over the last hour or so. You know, the rest of us been sitting here.
Good morning. Too tired.
It's this one side. It's one freaking side right here. It's not lining up like it's supposed to. When it lines up, it's bringing it off. Let's see, it's got to pull back in. It's got to go that way. It's not much. It's like a quarter of an inch.
Well, I'm like you, Justin. I just turn the camera on when I'm doing video work, and then that way like I said, it might be a shot I would not even intentionally trying to shoot, catch it, whatever. And that's all. Like you said, people are in that mode nowadays more than ever, especially your generation, growing up primarily with cell phones and stuff, where you people first reaction is not to call 911. Is to break out and hit the camera button.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not normal for me. I mean, I'm deciding, okay, how can I rush in and help or stay away if I can't help and don't get myself involved in whatever's happening and stuff. That's my decision making. And then it's like call 911, and then you talk about videotaping something.
I always call 911 first.
That's
always been my
I
rule.
figured your first reaction would be get the gun up. All depends on where you're at, right?
Yeah. But
That's
I'm
like
just saying,
sometimes
if I saw an accident, that's my reaction. Okay, let me check on the people, help who I can help, call 911, determine if I need to call EMS, because when you call 911, they'll ask you what do you want and who you want. And you got to specify, send me EMS, send me police, send me fire. And then you might get switched over to the dispatcher.
Yep.
Oh, dude, it annoys me when I hear these bus drivers and they'll be on the radio. Oh my God, a car just wrecked in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going back and forth to dispatch over it. I'm like, you just call 911 and then let dispatch know about it afterwards. But you should be calling 911 first. Dispatch can't do nothing for you. You guys are spending 20 minutes talking about it before she even called 911.
Yeah, well, that's I call that lack of training. Your bus drivers should be trained to, if something of an accident or emergency situation is if you go through your dispatch and you say, okay, give me location information first of all. Give me give me a quick synopsis of what happened so I can be calling 911 and then transfer that information directly to them.
To me, that's
as you
just
talk to me.
wasting time when you could just call yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
the biggest thing is, well, I don't know what the policy is. Not time, like say, if you have a dispatch system, they want you to have the main dispatch actually make that emergency call.
Oh no, the county's rule is if it's an emergency situation, dispatch is secondary.
Yeah.
You
Like I
call
say,
911 first, but they
everybody has
never
a
do
different
it.
set of rules. Yeah. Like I say, most people
Or they'll
are
be
gonna
like, two
go,
kids are fighting on the bus. What should I do? You have an emergency response button. Push it. And next thing you know, there'll be 10 sheriff's cars around you. Let them drag them fuckers off the bus.
Yeah. Well, like I say, that's lack of training right there. That's lack of training.
Now you push that emergency button, you'll have like 10 deputy cars around your bus in a matter of minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my whole point. That's all about the training. So,
That goes directly to
natural.
911 as a panic button.
Yeah.
And they have to respond immediately. And trust me, they get there quick and there'll be a lot of them.
Yeah. And like I say, as you pressing that panic button, pull over the first safest space you can right away. Yeah. Don't even continue driving. Stop the bus.
But all the time I hear them calling with dispatch. What should I do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what to do. You've been told a million times.
Tell them and train them to do it. It's a whole different thing.
I will pull over to the side, get off my seat, grab their ears.
No, it's
sit the
just all
fuck
these
down.
all these people go to these meetings and they don't pay attention to anything that people are saying.
Yeah,
And
that's
all
what
you
I'm
hear all these older drivers bitching. That's the same shit they always tell us. But then when the situation comes up, they don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. I guess they could.
And
They halfway not paying attention, just sitting there to sign a name on a training sheet and say, "Oh, I've been trained." No, you haven't. Let me put you in a scenario a couple times, see how you react.
That makes a difference.
Like I said, most real rescue or first response situation put you through scenario training, which basically tests your ability for what you have actually taught. And that's how it gets instilled in your system because you had to physically do it over and over again.
Oh yeah, because sometimes I'll be telling drivers that are 5, 7 years, they'll be asking me how to do things. I'm like, you should know this.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be telling a driver how to do their job.
Yeah. Like I said, because they never had to practice it. Being told how to do something don't mean you know how to do it. You got to practice.
hey,
But I'm
Chester, what
saying
about
they'll say things in the meeting about a question somebody had,
Mm-hmm.
and then literally 20 minutes after we leave the meeting, somebody's on the radio asking, "Well, what do I
Mm-hmm.
do?"
Yeah.
They literally just told you 20 minutes ago what to do in that situation.
Yep. I guess, like I said, I feel like this here. If they at least made them take a test, I bet they remember. You have a question test. What is your procedures for students fighting on the bus? I bet they remember then.
Oh, when we had to take the test for training, it actually was not, there was like 2 pages of multiple choice, but there was like 5 pages, and you had to
Mhm.
write in all your answers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a better test.
And
Yep.
there was a lot of people struggling in that class.
Yep. That's just my point. It's like you say, unless you have to physically perform it or in other words, write it out back to what you were taught, it don't stick in people's heads. It just doesn't do it that way.
Well, the 3 girls that were sitting behind me, they got yelled at a bunch of times because they were too busy talking
Mm-hmm.
during class. The guy yelled at them quite a few times. The trainer did.
It's just like I tell a lot of people, everybody learns differently, first of all. But the most higher level of training, successful training, is hands-on training. When you verbally teach it, then you have hands-on technique teaching. Most people remember what they had to do hands-on and just listen to somebody tell you something. But who knows at what point you were fighting, nodding off, you were talking to the person sitting next to you in the chair, or whatever the case may be. So it's a mandatory 10 hours a year training part of CSP training. Use license if you do not use a 10 hour a month doing split shift test effort.
Yep.
That's what Al has to do now.
When we used to do EMS research every 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
we'd be out there and they go. We had 8 hour class. Had to sit there for
Right.
8 hours. We didn't want to be there,
No.
you know. And we're sitting there like, oh, we know all of this. We know all of this. But you know what the last 3 hours was? Practical
That's true.
application.
That's it.
And if you didn't do it, you fail. You make it come back.
Yep.
So you passed the shit.
Yep.
Because you don't want to come back.
It's like I say, it goes back to training. You know, like I tell people, leadership is not about rank. It's about practical application of leadership.
Yep.
You know, Joe can tell you've seen plenty of commissioned officers who couldn't lead themselves on a wet paper bag.
You got a point.
Yeah. But you know, like I said, that's why they're taught to rely upon their staff NCOs and NCOs, because we at that level we are taught hands-on. This is how you do this. This is how you do that, and you do it. The officers are taught theory most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I told my son. Rely on them.
Mm-hmm.
Rely on your staff NCOs, especially. And I said, you're gonna have a sergeant or two that's gonna know more than a staff NCO.
Yep.
I said, listen to them. I said, and definitely If you got a gunny that wants to take you under his wing, you better get on there and get comfortable
Mm-hmm.
because he's gonna take care of you. And you know how many stories he told me about gunnies that helped him out a whole bunch, and master guns and all of this that came in and helped him out a whole bunch. He said he
Yeah.
was completely lost in things and he helped him.
Yeah.
Now he's understanding better because he learned this from the people.
There you go. That is it.
Now he can talk shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see. I say leadership has to. I always say leadership has to be exercised.
Yep.
I say if you don't learn how be brought on somebody's wing to teach you these things, teach you how to all this kind of stuff happens, and watch over you as you do it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, especially if you're in a technical job. Because my last 8 years, I was in purchasing and contracting. So that was about as technical as you can get because I had to know all the federal laws.
Mm-hmm.
And that 4216 Echo book, I almost knew it page for page.
Yeah.
You know, I had to know that sucker, and I had to know if somebody asked me for an oak toilet seat and there was a GSA in the area, they're getting black or white. What color you want? GSA like items.
But I remember that story you tell me where the major or captain came down, was trying to tell you he's doing something wrong, and you
It was a colonel.
No. It was a colonel. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a lieutenant colonel. Colonel Lynch became chief of staff at H.M. Smith, Camp H.M. Smith, and he was at New Orleans with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew Colonel Lynch. This was right before he made General Lynch. And he came up to chief of staff at H.M. Smith, and Captain Chapman. Captain Chapman was the captain I was working for. He was from New Orleans. So we all followed each other. We knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there in my little supply unit. We're doing the purchasing side and the supply for maintenance. And when the supply request came in, it got punched in the front, put a date on it at the time. Walked back to me. When I got it, I put a date and time on it. Filled it, put a date and time on it, and waited for somebody to come get it. So they couldn't tell me I waited a week.
Right.
No, it's your fault you waited a week. I called you already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who I talked to was on it, right? So I had all this stuff implemented. So he comes walking up to me, and Captain Chapman looks at me and says, "Want to take a walk?" And he says, "Because when I give you this, we're going to have to take a walk." I said, "So why are we taking the walk, sir?" He said, "Because you're going to turn it down, and they're going to ask me why. So I want you to go up and explain." He said, "Got it." I grabbed the book, walked over, looked at it, punched it, and I said, "Reject it, let's go." He was like that. And I said, "We don't have to wait. We're just going to go up there." So he called and let the lieutenant colonel know, "Hey, we rejected. We'll come to explain it to you." So the lieutenant colonel was livid.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there. We go into the office. Colonel Lynch is somewhere else. The lieutenant colonel said, "I'll call the colonel and tell you he had all this." Like, he's being really rude to us. So he walks back in his office. Colonel Lynch comes walking and we all stand up. He looks at us. He goes, I can't remember Chapman's first name, but he named him by his first name. He looked at me and goes, "Hey, Joseph, I didn't know you were here." Like this. Shakes my hand and all of this. And he says, what y'all doing up here? And I said, "I know it's not a welcome call. What happened?" And I said, "Well, sir, your chief of staff gave me this. And he wants it filled, and I can't do it. You know I can't do it." So about that time, he comes busting through the door. And he starts raising all kind of hell. And Colonel Lynch looks over and he says,
"Yeah, bye-bye.
See that staff sergeant right there? Ask him why he can't do it." He said, "Tell me." Staff sergeant said, "GSA like items." I said, "Black or white?" And I gave him the code, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "I cannot buy an oak toilet seat or anything oak form. I can't justify it, and GSA will come back at us." And I said, GSA and the Marine Corps come back at us, you know, like this. A Phasmo will get us.
Right.
And he looks at me and I looked at the colonel and said, "I can get you anything you want, black or white." He said,
"Yeah."
He said, "Yeah, black and white, it don't matter to me, just get one." The colonel turned around, walked out the office. The lieutenant colonel walked out the office. He was still livid. Sat there and talked to Colonel Lynch for about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I'm not doing it. You know, I can't put my hand on that thing or my signature on that thing because it's going to come back and bite me.
Right.
I'm not doing it.
And that's what I'm saying. That's some things you had to learn and experience, and you trying to pass that information on to the lieutenant colonel, and he don't want to hear it. We just think his rank supersede the regulation.
Yeah, and the 4216 Echo was only about 300 pages, right? But the 4400, God darn it, I think it's, I can't remember what it was, 4400. Can't remember the last two digits. That supply manual was about 2,000 pages.
Mm.
I was like, and that one, I'll be honest with you, I didn't read. I went through it when I needed it. Because the purchasing was my side.
Right.
All right, I'm
I
jumping
had
off.
I had
I'll
enough
catch y'all
people
later.
that were there before
All
that
right,
could tell me.
Justin.
No, that's
Okay,
right.
Justin.
I'm gonna make you host, Joe,
Okay.
so it doesn't end the thing. All right, I'll catch y'all later.
I was about to say your host. Cut us off. And I tell you what, if this thing don't go together pretty soon, you're going to trash. It's just one step. It won't go in. It won't snap in right. Because when it snaps in, it's coming off on the top, so it's not lining up right. I can get it to snap in, but I can get this one cylinder that's just not snapping it. Maybe that's the other cylinder.
Hey, Joe, I gotta run an errand. So you're the host, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Now let me ask you this, Joe. How long did it take you to print all of that?
About 7 hours.
It's gonna take you 10 hours to put it together.
3 days to put it together.
3 days.
3
That's what I was
days.
getting ready to say. 3 days.
3 days.
And see, this is about as close as it's gonna. It's that the cylinder's just on. I got it to where it's completely snapped in, right? But this one of these, this cylinder right here has got to turn this way, and that's tightening it, and it doesn't tighten no more. It won't tighten anymore. I can't turn it anymore. Won't let me do it. I mean, I've tried everything. It won't let me tighten it anymore. And if I loosen the other one, I figured I could loosen, because I could loosen the other one. But it doesn't make a difference because the other one's offline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm almost thinking?
Now, is this thing supposed to be an operating motor or just a model of a motor?
No, it operates.
Oh, okay.
The piston's
crank?
gonna turn. It's got the motor and everything.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not even finished with it. I got these I got on top. I got these that go on the front.
What about those?
Where the motor
What
goes.
about those 6 or 7 spare screws you didn't use?
I haven't got to 'em yet. I still got about 80 screws over here. What are you talking about? I got all of these little parts like this. All these little gears.
Oh man.
I got
you're not even close to your real frustration.
no, I got about now the gears are easy according to looking at this. It's just because most of them are this size. There's one small one and one like this. I know where that goes, a little motor. You know, got a couple of pins that have to go in. So I'm down to 4. I'm down to here's another gear. So I'm down to 5 gears. So it's take a break.
Here you go. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You guys enjoy yourself. Mr. Mark, you kind of quiet over there. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Check on you.
I'm just
Yeah.
listening.
All right. I'll try to catch up with you guys this afternoon. You guys take care.
Okay.
Hey, see you, Dre.
Have a good one.
Later, Dre. See, like I said, I've got it in like this. So I've got it snapped where I can screw it together. But the issue I've got is this one right here needs to turn a little bit more. And it ain't turning. Because it's got to line these two pieces up right here. See the gap in it?
Yeah.
That's what I got to get out of there. I bet you I could force it. Because as long as it's snapped in, it ain't going anywhere. And it's snapped in. It's in the right place. Actually, this one on this side is a little bit out. I've looked at everything that guy was doing, and his did not have this much problem. So, I've even tried to flip them going the other way, and it just does the same thing. You know the worst part about this? It's really not that important.
Mhm.
No, I'm just doing it because I got it, you know? I thought it might look neat. If I could turn that one, this one's gotta be forced. I'm gonna force it and break it, and then I'll be mad. There you go. You heard it snap? Did y'all hear that snap? Y'all couldn't hear it,
No.
right?
No.
I forced it and it went pop into place. That's what I said. Either I'm gonna break it or I'm gonna fix it. Now it's in place. Now it's in place.
There you go.
Now, but I had to get it and turn it, and it went snap. What it did, it made it turn and snap into the right place. So now it's right. Now I can screw it. Now I can screw with it. How about that? I tell you what, I'm gonna use brand new screws, not the ones I had, to make sure that I don't tear up these threads. Because I'm right at borderline of not having enough length to screw this thing in. Yeah, it's gonna screw in there because it's yeah, now we're talking. See, sometimes you just gotta be persistent.
Yeah.
But I need either like a hex wrench that fits this. I don't think I have one in my car. Because I may not be able to tighten. I may have to stop here. I may not be able to go any tighten. Might be able to tighten enough. If I don't tighten it enough, it's gonna come loose. Because like I said, I was looking to see. I even tried all my hex wrenches for the what you call it, the two printers, and none of them worked. Might
And-
have one.
And you got any in your micro screwdriver set?
Yeah, but the problem is that it doesn't give me enough length. I need about another half inch.
Be right back.
I've heard that before too.
Mm.
I was waiting, Ed. I figured he was gonna say that's what she said. Let me go look in my drawer. I got a couple of hex. Maybe I get lucky and have one up here. I've been sitting there so long, my back hurts. I got a few in here. Maybe I got a strong one. Small bit.
9/11 with £100,000.
Why can't I have one small one here?
Okay, but maybe you'll be here in a year celebrating the start of your dream life in London, because this house is the perfect place to party. When it's time to fall to the fine peace and just the you, you'll find plenty of space for that too. Your dream home.
Well, I know if I screw all of these things in as much as I can, it's not gonna come loose, you know? And it shouldn't matter because it should hold it still in place. And I know I've got, I don't even know if I got a hex key set. But not a long one at least.
This house, just 20 minutes from central London, worth £5 million. The car with the cash, and by midnight tonight at omaze.co.uk. It's so much easier. Control your minds at the touch of a button.
Yeah.
Smart lights, there's no chain supports or wiring.
Yeah, it's about half inch short, quarter inch short, not even a half inch. Yeah, there's a way around it. You know what it is? I got a way around it. I can get a drill and drill this hole a little bit bigger, half inch.
Up to 60 minutes out.
Then I gotta just make sure I don't crack the plastic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, that's, I mean, seriously, I'm a half inch short. Oh, to glue it. I don't plan on ever taking it apart again. It's working now. It's
Yeah.
turning
How tall is this thing?
about 7 inches, 8 inches. Wait,
So
hold on, Johnny, hold on.
it's
Yes,
pretty
sir, we're still on.
Hey, let's go flying about 2.
About 2, okay, I can do about 2. I'm still fighting with this thing.
big.
So I'm well, I'll call you. I mean, it could be a little. This guy's at the lighthouse.
Okay, just call me when you about 2, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna eat for about 12:30 or 1. Yeah, I'll call you when I'm leaving here.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm just gonna bring the Air3S. I figured the lighthouse be I don't know, we ain't been out there in a while. It'll be a pretty day.
Yeah, it'll be first day of the year at the lighthouse. That'd be good.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Later. Yeah, it's gonna be 72 degrees. We gotta go fly. I'm not gonna watch football till tonight. The only one I want to see is Ole Miss.
72 degrees. Ah,
Yeah.
it's about 20, 25 here.
You know, the other part is when you put the screw in there, you can't tell if I gotta remember which screw I was in. I can't see down in this black hole. That one doesn't have a screw in it. That one doesn't have a screw in it. Because you could barely, the back of the screw almost looks like the inside of the hole. See, you think you got it, but it's like I said, it leaves you about a little more than a 1/4 inch. It just won't go any further. Gotta go further. Oh man, you know what? I think I could do it with the screwdriver. I think the screwdriver is like right at the same size. That's everything as tight as I can get. And I've got just a little bit of space. So I gotta get something a little bit longer to finish it. Because that's the height of it right there. That's, let's see, I got a little bit more to add to it. Tell you how big it is. Probably about 8 inches. 8 inches by 4. It'll be pretty big. Now that's the only other way. Let me look at this. Yeah, I'm thinking I may not. I'm thinking I shouldn't do this. So that would give me just enough space to go in there, but if I crack it, it's the only thing I'm worried about. Because it's a thin wall, you know what I mean? Turn it by hand. See if I can get some of this out. See, my problem is with the drill is if I go straight, I'm good. I only have to go about a 1/4 inch. If I tilt it a little bit, it's going to break it. You know what I mean? trying it by hand, cause it's cutting it by hand. Yeah, that would be the way to do it. I'd have to make it a little bit bigger. Got one other option. The tools that came with the Anchor Mate. If it's got a long handle on it, it's got a different kind of thing. The Time for Flies says for CHP, they got mandatory 10 hours a year training. I got a whole bunch of different heads on this thing, but I don't think this is gonna, you know what? See, that ain't right. It's got one of them too small, one of them too big. And one of them just right, just like Goldilocks. Yeah, I thought I had it. Still might have it. Might have an idea. Got an idea here. Might have it. This might be a little smaller.
Can you check the ropes? Yeah, look, they're on the magnet. It's Spanish something. It says here not to Spain must present their passport and any necessary visa documentation with their winning ticket when making a claim. You just won $1 million for tickets. Under Spanish law, everybody under the age of 18.
This one's for the Anchor Mate, the tool that they got, it's like a hex tool, but with the interchangeable heads. It fits in there.
So the
No, I
screws are
don't.
going in okay?
It don't.
Joe?
No, it goes right to that same spot.
Sure.
So the only way I'm gonna get this is either buy a hex that size. You know, if I don't think I got some small ones in the car. And that's what this is. I gotta look at the size. I'm surprised it doesn't fit the one for that Anchor Mate. I mean that Bamboo has, because they got two sizes and one's too big, one's too small. Why couldn't this fit? It's too small. It's got a long hex. That would be perfect if it was right size. And the bigger one's too big.
When you finished it, what will it actually do?
It's just all it does is turn and it shows the pistons going up and down. And you can't even see them because they're closed in, but the gears on the outside stay open where you can take it off and look at it. So it's just got magnets on it.
So you have to put an electric motor in it and a battery to make it turn round.
It's USB.
Ah.
I wish it was like some kind of battery. See, this one's this would be perfect. This one, it's too long. Guess what? It fits. It never fit the other one. Yeah, I'm turning it now.
AZ saying they are metric, maybe you need standard.
It's done. This one works.
Nice. See all that
And
time.
See, and I checked it earlier and it didn't fit. I thought it didn't fit. Thought it was too big. Yeah, it'll get in there and tighten. I can tighten it now. Look out now. Yeah, that's tight now.
Welcome back,
There you
Paul.
go.
Hey, how you doing?
You gotta put a little bit of Vaseline on that, bro.
It's tight. I tell you what, my wrist has been killing me. It's feeling better. Maybe I'm doing something to it.
Right, AZ? He needs a little bit of Vaseline in there, right?
Oh man. My doctor that did my knees, I was talking to him at the game the other day. His son plays, and I was sitting there, and he said, "Why are you wearing that wrist brace?" I said, "Because my wrist hurts." And he fooled with it, and he goes, "Have you had an X-ray?" I said, "No, I haven't had an X-ray." I said, "It's like I sprained it." He said, I think it's broke." He said, "I think you got a separation right here." And he fooled around with it, and when he moved it, I hurt. He said, "That hurt, huh?" I said, "Oh boy, yeah." He said, "I really think it's broke. Why don't you, after the first of the year, or go to ER or something, check it, or come back to me." He said, "Immobilize it, because that's all we can do to it."
Happy New Year, HD.
He thinks there's one little thin bone that may have broken. And it may not have broke like in a piece. It may have separated where the joints are.
Mm.
He said, so it will heal. It's like with ligaments holding in place. He says more ligaments than a break, like the ligaments came off. He said they'll heal. He said, but if it is a break on that joint, you got to go in and put a pin.
Yeah, what fun.
Yeah, AZ he said that it's tightened.
Yeah, tighten it. I got it. Look.
JD said if there was a butt hair on it, you would have no issues screwing it.
You got a point. It all depends on what he meant by butt hair. Let's change that statement. Okay, I got that much done. The next pieces should be easier. I got so much stuff on my desk. Let's see what the next step is. I got that in. But that's what it took, grabbing it and turning it and making it and forcing it to snap. You know, if they ought to give you that, they give you everything else, they ought to give you the Allen wrench. You know what I mean?
Fireworks again.
You get a lot by you?
We had quite a lot yesterday, but they're still bleeding setting them off.
We use it like a war zone here, and I didn't hear that much. last night. I really didn't.
You want body check to the bone damage.
The hell is that port? Okay, that's that port. That's this port. And this port. This is where the motor goes up in this section.
Mind you, it's stopped now, so it could be the drug dealers. Oh, they set fireworks off now to tell the customers they've got a fresh supply in.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll probably just, you know, the next 5 right, I haven't seen it talk about around.
Oh, AZ's talking to you.
AZ, that's where the motor goes. It goes up in this little section right here. Move this way, this way. There is a whole bunch of screws. I still got, like I'm saying, I still got about 40 screws over there.
Yeah, it's tight is right. That's right, AZ.
Do not touch.
And these are the ones that came out before, so they're not stripped. The heads aren't stripped. I couldn't get to them. It's printed in 4 or 5 different colors. We've got different sections, different colors. Gold, silver, gray, red, and blue. And black. No, 7 colors. Gold, silver, 6 colors. I picked up that screw. I dropped one of these screws on the ground. I could see it, so I left it right where it was.
Sure, one of your puppies will pick up.
No, they ain't worried about me. Even that little bit of sound, if I drop something on the ground, that thing's lining up the right way. Let's see. This way. That's it. Yeah, that's the way. I'm looking at the picture backwards. It's showing it upside down, not showing you what part to go where. It ought to be numbered. That's like that Spider-Man put together, that Spider-Man dummy thing.
Oh, did you end up? Did
What?
you end up printing one of those? I seen the one of those on Facebook. It's
Yeah, I
pretty
printed
cool.
one. It's about 80 parts, and guess what? There are no instructions. I had to look at the picture and figure out what that looked like, what this looked like. I'm gonna print probably today or tomorrow. I'm gonna print the spider web that hangs from the ceiling,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna glue it to the spider web because it's better that way. And then I'll just mount it to the ceiling. Like it's hanging right above my stuff in the corner of the room.
Yeah, because I seen it on Facebook. Somebody posted it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I printed one. It looks pretty cool. But I did it in PLA, which I did it again. I do it in PETG. Because the PLA, when the joints get soft, they get a little loose. That's why I'm gonna just go ahead and paste it and glue it in place on the web, so it don't have to move around. I'll find something to do with it. If I don't hang it from the ceiling, I'll do something. I'll turn it upside down, make it look like you're standing on his head or something. I thought I had brass drill bits. I thought I read brass on it. It was surely magnetic just then. So that's done. Let's see what else goes on this. And that was it on that. Now the gear case goes on this. You know what's hard to see? A hole that's black.
Okay, guys, what do you think?
Yeah.
We're gonna close it down. Thanks for covering for me, Joe, and thanks, Ed. Mark, have a great day. We'll see, and Lance, we'll see all of you.